right. Well, to my chat. Actually, give me a sec. I could just mute this real quick.
Who plays Dan?
I think for that one, you just get a joke actor or a famous person, like a celebrity or
I got
an
it. I got
influencer.
it. I got it. I got it. I got it.
All right, you better cook because I'm about to cook.
The Rock was who was it?
Rock is Sagat.
Okay, so we cast The Rock as Sagat, but then you also cast The Rock as Dan.
Crazy.
And then they have a fight scene.
Yeah, that's how you satisfy The Rock.
Okay,
You make
okay.
him fight himself, so he doesn't actually lose
let me
at all.
cook here. Let me cook here, okay? If I'm casting it, I'm casting The Miz as Dan.
That's good. That's pretty good.
I'm casting
I like
The Miz. The Miz as Dan is crazy here. That's correct. Now, if I can't get The Miz because, no one's going to know who the fuck that is, which, it's their fault.
You know who I would cast? You know the dad, not the dad, but in 17 again, Zac Efron's friend.
Sure.
I'll get a picture of him, and you'll be like, "Yes, that's him."
I think I understand. Adam Sandler is Dan.
That's pretty good. No,
That's
pretty
funny.
Yeah. Thomas Lennon. Do you know who Thomas Lennon is?
I'm googling.
I do not, but I'll look it up.
I'm googling.
That's Dan.
Adam Sandler as Dan is very funny.
No,
I like
Thomas
that.
Lennon. Look up Thomas Lennon. That's Dan.
From from Reno 911.
Oh, I know who this is. I know who
Yes,
this is.
I feel like
yes.
If we don't confine ourselves to like Japanese people have to play Japanese person, I think for Vega it could actually be someone like Jake Gyllenhaal.
No, I don't.
In that one
Is
movie
Vega
where he's
Japanese?
fucking.
I thought Vega
where
was
he's ripped.
Spanish.
No, he's Spanish. I'm just saying if we don't.
I see
about that.
Vega
I mean, we
as
kind of
like.
didn't do that already, so like.
I mean, yeah.
No, I mean just like we didn't like type like, you know what I mean? So I didn't know that was a rule we were going by.
No, it's better if we don't. I don't like that.
I don't know
rule.
many jacked I've never seen a Japanese actor who could have the body type of what Ryu would need to be.
Yeah.
That's why John Cena's playing him.
Yeah.
John Cena is not Ryu, you maniac.
But yeah, I don't think that matters. It's like some weird thing that Hollywood's been doing, where everyone has to be exactly what. It's like the whole point of it is you're acting. You're playing a character that
Hollywood
isn't you.
actually hasn't been doing that. It's just people complaining on Twitter about it.
Yeah, I
I've
think that's
seen it
just the way things are. People want representation. I remember there was a movie a while ago that the main character is paralyzed, and people were upset they didn't cast a paralyzed actor.
Yeah,
No, that's
Or,
Bryan Cranston.
Like, that shit is
That's
that
Goken.
shit's ridiculous.
Also, that movie
Bryan
sucked.
Cranston is Goken.
Yeah.
Bryan Cranston is not Goken. You mean?
And then Luke is Aaron Paul. And then
Okay, and then it just turns to Breaking Bad.
and then
Vega's actually
love that
Vega's Gus.
wait, let me cook. No.
Actually,
Dawson is Gus.
no,
Right?
Dawson should be Giancarlo Esposito.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
And
Gus,
then
Yeah,
and
Gus.
then
Oh, well, I thought that was his name in that.
and then Cammy is Skylar.
Bro,
Oh my god.
did you know the outrage that would happen?
Blanca is one of
That's Tuco.
Lalo is Vega.
Yeah.
Wait, actually, you know who would be a really good Balrog or Dudley? Has anyone seen Lucifer?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Amenadiel, the guy who plays Amenadiel, or the guy who plays Luke Cage.
Oh yeah. Yo, can we start the show?
Is this not the show? I feel like this is going to be way more interesting than.
No, this is
No, we got a lot of stuff to talk about.
I recorded some of that if we want to put it up, but
Roger, I was scrolling through my shit the other day, just like randomly, and I got recommended. You ever like be on like another tab when you're not logged in and you get recommended your own video?
Oh yeah, of course, all the time.
I got recommended the video of you and me making a tier list of gym leaders we could beat up.
It was a great video, to be fair.
And
A really
I just
good
started
video.
Watching it, and I was like, "This is one of the funniest videos."
It was genuinely pretty good.
I forgot a whole baby is there. That's a whole baby, a whole child.
Oh, the toddler? Yeah, I forgot
I'm
about that
fucking
too.
up that toddler. On everything, I'm fucking up that toddler. Also, take my money.
What would be the highest amount of money someone would have to give you for you to give a newborn baby the hardest punch you could muster?
I would not do that.
$5.
I probably wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do it.
$5?
Okay,
I would not do
Roger.
it.
If I'm dangling 5 million,
Nah, I honestly don't think I would do it.
Roger,
I'm not
if
I'm
you
gonna
can-
say that.
no.
Roger,
Well, I think-
I don't think I would do it.
secure the future of your own child
situation-
by socking the fuck out of another child.
yeah, but the issue is like
I don't think so.
people always say, "Would you stomp on a dog for 1 million?" I wouldn't even do that.
No, I wouldn't do that. I definitely
couldn't do
wouldn't do that. No, I wouldn't do that.
What? Okay, what if hypothetically the baby was evil though?
How
If you
No,
guaranteed,
like-
if you
like-
guaranteed,
like
if
if
you
you took
guaranteed the
Hitler from the
baby would
past.
grow up to be Hitler.
Telepathically,
Okay, yeah. Oh, now that's a
telepathically, the
different
baby.
situation. If we knew the
Okay.
baby was going to be Hitler, then I would punch the shit out of that baby for sure. But if
No,
we,
no, no, no,
if
no,
we
no, no,
can't
no, no, no,
guarantee
no. I didn't say all that.
then I'm not gonna do it.
You personally, no, you personally know the baby will be Hitler, but
not
nobody
everybody
else
else
knows.
See, the problem,
then
the
I
problem
wouldn't
with
do that. I
that,
don't think-
the
I don't
problem
know.
with that is if you punch
It would
that
have to be
baby,
guaranteed.
if you punch that baby and you know it's Hitler, that can ultimately change the course of the future.
If you don't
And
kill him, that's what makes Hitler.
Oh, see, that's not good then. I'm not doing that.
Well,
I'm not
okay.
doing
Well,
that.
the question is, Roger. If I present
Terrible. No way.
You
then.
gotta
No
make
way.
sure that
you-
punch
no way.
goes
if I
through
present
the
you this
face.
baby,
No
if I present you
way.
this baby, right?
Like an
Like,
anime?
What is the lowest? What is the lowest percentage probability that the baby is Hitler that you'll accept and still punch it?
So you,
The
well,
lowest
you have no
percentage.
The
guarantees.
lowest, like, if I told you this baby is 80% likely to be Hitler, are you still punching it?
I'm punching the fuck out of that baby.
I would if
Okay.
it was 80. 80's a high. Yeah.
You
I
Okay,
would
that's
can't-
what
if
I'm
it
asking.
was
Okay,
80.
80.
Yeah, you can't take a chance on
no,
something like that.
no. Let Roger finish. 80, 80, you're good. 80, you're punching.
I said 80. I think I would do it. Yeah. 80,
Okay,
I'd-
65.
65 is. I mean, that's not good.
Come on, man.
I don't think I would do it for 65.
That's still
65?
passing.
I'm
That's
socking
still
a baby for
passing.
65.
This
It's
is a
passing,
crazy fucking
but-
hypothetical.
Yeah,
I don't know
I
why I
want-
said
I,
this.
I want to do 80.
I don't know why I said this.
All I'm saying is if it's anything above 0, then I'm
Damn,
doing
this could
it.
have been a hypothetical for my bit. Damn it, I need to work on those again. I actually have new ones.
You got a new one. We'll end with one. Because
All right, we'll end with one.
I was gonna say because Coast doesn't have a game show this week, so that's
Okay,
fine.
we'll
I
end
don't
with
have
it. We'll end with
it's-
it.
I figured it was
I'll
going to
make
be
a
a
note
pretty
to throw
big
to
week
it.
with news and shit.
It is. It's gonna be a
If
pretty.
we need,
big
if we need
been
a break
busy,
from
so-
news for a fake ad read, we'll do that.
I
Yeah,
like
you
that.
should
No,
ask who would
it's
you
a
cast on
hypothetical
Street
for last.
Fighter?
That's funny. Yeah, you literally just do that. No, do an actual one. I think.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Is there actually stuff to talk about?
There's a
Yes.
there's a lot. There's like a
Game
lot.
Wars, new Sonic trailer dropped. Arcane finish. I don't know how much we're talking about that at all.
I still need to watch season 1.
Oh my god.
Oh, you should. Yeah, we got a
Okay,
lot.
You guys will.
Plus,
have to fill
we
me
have
in
all
on
the
of
new
it.
Switch 2 rumors about like they're not even really rumors to be fair. It's like about like the launch, the amount that are going to be there at launch, and like the thing about the new Pokemon Home, and the new patent. The Kodakawa stuff with Sony, like Sony potentially buying all of
First of
Kodakawa.
all, it's Katakawa. Okay, you corrected yourself. Okay.
Who is that?
Wait, what? It's the company that makes Elden Ring, but
who is
also
that?
owns. They publish
Oh, no,
it.
no.
Huge.
Elden Ring is made by FromSoft.
Which is
Kadokawa
owned by
owns
Kadokawa.
no, they own the majority of it. So yeah, and then Kadokawa
They
also
also-
publishes a lot of anime and
Yeah,
Yeah, the
manga.
majority
And
of the anime.
manga, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's why Sony wants it because Sony's been going pretty hard at that market. So I think
Yeah,
they want to just take a lot of that. But
And
you
they're
know,
gonna ruin
having
it.
a controlling share from Soft is like something they would take too.
Do you have
Didn't
COVID?
even
Miguel? What's wrong
mention
with your-
the
what's wrong with your
streamer
voice?
awards. No?
So I tried to play Borderlands Enhanced Edition and it just fucks shit up. And I don't know why, but my mic is messed up and I don't know how to fix it.
What?
Oh,
Yeah,
Borderlands
literally.
2 to your PC.
From playing Borderlands.
I don't know. I don't know
Yes.
how those things connect.
To be fair, that's why you don't play
Because
Borderlands.
it's an old ass game, and when I try to play it, it just did not work with my computer well, and now I have issues.
That doesn't even make sense.
And I know, but that's what happened. Because I didn't change any settings. It's the same mic.
He went to a naughty site.
Bro downloaded some fucking malware. They're inside, bro.
It's
Bro,
weird.
who's
You don't
making-
even have to
Bet
lie.
we are
to
not
like,
talking
Who's
about
making
Chris
kick it with
malware
us.
that
Derek.
just turns up
You
your
just made up
microphone?
some bullshit. Oh man.
All right, I'm going.
That's some shit
I'm
I would
playing
make.
Intro.
Ah.
Yeah, me.
Okay, Roger's trying out the simple control or smart controls. Sorry.
Smart style.
Smart style. There we go.
Up here on arcade style.
Yeah, like circles like a whole combo in that.
Nice. Simple controls for people like me. Japan time starts right now.
What is going on, everybody? Rogers Base here, and welcome to the Steroid Time podcast for November 25th, 2024. Today's show is all about learning how to find the best performance-enhancing drugs for your esports business. I am joined by the man who knows everything about it. We got Shofu. What's up, Shofu? Welcome.
I don't know. There must be another shofu here. You're not talking about me.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's Shofu, or it's Viram. Maybe it's Viram who I was playing against in Fatal Fury in this little opening clip. What's up, Vera? All right, it's not Vera. Maybe it's McDarrett. What's up, McDarrett? How are
No,
you?
absolutely not.
You on the
McDarrett's
PED,
not taking any
McDarrett?
steroid?
No, I am
nah.
not.
How about Coast? How's Coast doing with the steroids this week?
You know what? I'm gonna hold back because I don't want anything to get demonetized, banned, anything like that.
It's already
Watch
too
your
late.
back.
What the
Watch
fuck
your
you gonna
back.
say, bro?
I held back.
He was gonna say something racist.
No.
Why are you going to be racist against me? What do you have against Italians?
I'm not gonna.
Why
say
don't you like
anything,
Italians, Coast? Tell me why you don't like
Hey,
I
Italians.
fuck with Italians heavy. They'd be like, I'm
Mother
walking
Lupe.
in.
Hey, I'm walking in.
I'm
I'm gonna
like
be
Stu.
sick. Speaking of Italians, we got Zeph. What's going on,
I'm
Zeph?
not
How are you?
Italian.
No, but you
I'm
play Mario
not.
64. If you play Mario 64, you're technically Italian.
All right,
What?
Are you Italian, Wisdom Meal?
forget
No.
about it.
Wisdom Meal's not Italian. Tito, are you any Italian at all?
This show sucks.
You're not Italian?
He said he watched Sopranos one time, so I think so.
That's fair. Did you take steroids?
No, but I got the juice. You feel me?
All right, so you're juiced up. That's good. Well, we got the juice too. We got lots of stuff to talk about this week. And when we say the juice, we're not talking about O.J. Simpson. We're talking about lots of good stories. We got the Game Awards nominations. We've got the new Sonic 3 trailer. We got a What You've Been Watching segment. We got Arcane. We got Wicked. We got What You've Been Playing. We got Dragon Quest, TCG Pocket. We got the Sony acquisition. We got Switch rumors. We even have a special little ending from Tito. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Where do you guys want to start? I'm going to leave it up to you. Should we get Sonic
With
out of the
my
way?
intro. What in the
Your
world?
intro.
Okay,
Oh,
never
yeah.
mind.
Well, the whole reason, wait, of course. The whole reason.
And
the
he was talking
whole
about how
reason
he wasn't
I
juiced up.
skipped you is because the whole thing was about drugs. And of course, I know you're on drugs. You're Ricky Cocaine. So I forgot to talk about you.
What a
None of the rest
save.
of us are on drugs.
No,
it's true.
but honestly though, like Shofu really
You
does.
just sounded like
no.
you know
Shofu
those,
takes trend.
Nah, you know
I don't
those
even know what
doves
that
at
is.
weddings
What
that
is
people
trend?
throw up.
Don't
You sound
speak
like one of the
about
ones
that.
that just hit the ground.
Could you explain to me what that drug is, Ricky? What are you talking about?
gosh.
What drug is that?
You shoot it up your ass. You shoot it up your ass.
Hey,
Shofu knows
That
yo.
can't be real.
Takes a
That
big-
can't
Up
be
your
real.
ass, bro. It's in your ass cheek.
Wait, you literally
No,
shoot it in your
that's
butt?
typically
Up
the
your
same
ass
thing.
is crazy.
Yeah. I don't know any other way to say it, but
What is it
that's how you
for?
take it. Shofu knows all about that.
No, I
To,
don't.
to make
for-
you stronger and tall.
To
I
make you
don't-
bigger.
7 feet tall or
I don't
something
know
like
nothing
that.
But
about
That's
it
usually the
fucks
side
with you,
effects.
and it changes like your bone density, and you look like a freak.
Oh.
Wait, so Ricky got a BBL?
Gives you titties if you like
What?
titties too. If you yeah.
Are we ignoring what Adam just said?
I was just
What do you
ignoring it. Yeah, to be fair.
He said that you got a BBL. Hello?
He's not answering.
He's
He's
not
just
denying
laughing.
it, which I think is kind of bizarre. That you're not denying that.
What? Who?
What do you mean? What? You
Who?
just heard exactly what Coast said. You got a BBL and you ignored it.
He
You
was.
got
He
it,
wasn't
Brazilian
talking
butt
about me.
You sure said Ricky.
I said Ricky,
Is there another
bro.
Ricky here?
Hold on. Okay.
Anyways,
I can prove it. I can get on camera and show you what I got. If you want.
I'd rather not. All right, we're
Hello?
moving on. We're moving on. We're moving on. We're moving on. We're moving on.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Hold on.
I'm
But
gonna
hold on, let me-
make no
Damn.
no don't put your camera on. All right,
Okay.
let's not
All
do
right.
that.
Next time.
All right,
Okay.
okay,
End of the
next
show.
time.
End it. We'll save it for the end of the show.
I got a
End the
question.
show.
I got a question, right? Ricky, do you even own a camera? Hello?
He left. He got out of here immediately. He said, I don't have a camera. I'm out of here. But you know what? Let's start, since McDareth just started talking, let's start with Sonic. Let's start talking about this Sonic trailer. Plus, Viram's still here too. Viram is a fellow Sonic fan. And I know Viram's not feeling super well, so I figured we can get this out of the way. So in case Viram wants to go to sleep, he can go to sleep. So let's talk a little bit about this new trailer that just dropped today for Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I'm actually shocked Fidel is not here to talk about this. We're doing
You're
a
shocked
Sonic.
he's not here.
I'm shocked.
I'm ecstatic.
Right.
I'm not.
For
I'm
a
overjoyed.
Sonic trailer?
Over the moon.
He should be here, but you know. Anyway, so the trailer dropped. It's very good. We finally got to hear a lot more of Keanu Reeves talking. To hear him actually his portrayal Shadow is pretty good. I will say at the start they do a Detective Pikachu gag, and I was expecting that in this movie.
Like it makes fun of Detective Pikachu?
So a little girl, they're in Japan in Chow Garden. A little girl comes up to Tails and like, "Are you Detective Pikachu?" And then Knuckles laughs and says, "He does look like a Pokemon, Pika Pika." And they did the whole thing, and I was like, "Oh, that's they actually just did that."
That's interesting.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing just because Big Dad's mic just sounds like he's
Yeah,
fucking.
sounds
Also,
like a
yeah,
bird.
you
He's
sound-
got to
you sound
like
like-
lower it or something. Like I can't really.
You sound like you're starting the rapture soon.
It sounds like you're trying to imitate Ricky at this point.
It's your gain.
I can't believe you. let me
Anyway,
have
so
to
my
go-
No,
code
my
is
game hasn't moved up at all.
8314.
I mean, I'll lower it. I haven't changed. Like literally, I've changed nothing. That's why this is bothering me. Nothing has
Oh,
changed.
I
on
think
my
you're good
settings.
now.
Yeah, you sound a lot better now.
I unplugged it and plugged it back in. So maybe
There
my
we go.
mixer just going out.
Yeah, this is
and, I just got a
this
new
is good.
mixer.
Whatever you're doing right now is good.
All right.
Okay, cool.
Do I need to repeat that or was I?
No,
No,
you're
you're
good.
good.
It's just-
You're good.
it was
Keep
just
going.
funny.
All right. So they do that, and from there they do more of Jim Carrey as both Eggman. Like I said, your Keanu Reeves talk more as Shadow. There's like you can see in the picture, they actually did so Shadow's on his bike and he kicks a gun on the ground, flips up, he grabs it, and like even for me, and like I don't really care that Shadow doesn't really use guns anymore, but that even got me excited because I just didn't expect him to do that.
Oh, he
At
uses
all.
a gun.
Yeah, it's like if you look at today's thumbnail, you even see him holding it. So he actually does
Yeah,
pull up a
I- like,
gun. How much he used it, I don't know.
Y'all
I
thought
was-
Keanu Reeves would be voicing Shadow and they would not give him a gun when he's
Yeah,
literally
that's why I
gunman?
was like surprised about the
it's
reaction.
more about. Well, no, I think it's more about how Sega's been portraying Shadow lately, more than who's voicing him.
What I'm saying
Is
is
why
he
I'm
would-
surprised
I
about
think
that.
he would only take it if he was allowed to hold a gun. That's what I'm saying.
But also Sega. But another thing is Sega, I think, treats Shadow the Hedgehog as one of its black sheep, and it doesn't like acknowledging its existence by giving Shadow a
The
gun.
reason I'm kind of more shocked by that is the fact that they literally took the gun out for Shadow Generations and gave him like that whole Doom Power thing.
Yeah, he is Chaos.
I would have
Spear.
rathered a gun instead of Chaos Spear. to be
Right.
honest.
Right. So I think it
Well,
is
they
kind of odd
barely
that they're
refer
acknowledging
to
the
Shadow
way
the
that they are.
Hedgehog in Shadow Generations anyway. There's no Shadow the Hedgehog level. There's barely any reference to it
Yeah,
outside of
I'm
Doom
pretty sure it's
himself.
like a Sonic 06 situation almost. They don't like that game.
At least with 06, it actively retcons itself. Shadow
Yeah,
is
out
like
of
it's a bit of a
everything.
weird
Well, yeah,
enigma.
06, they all forget stuff.
Oh, not even that. Like the
No, it
whole
just doesn't
ending
happen.
of the whole ending of 06 is that you go back in time and erase Iblis, so it never happened.
So it just didn't exist.
That whole
Yeah,
game
that's
had no
like
reason.
that's like that one fight. That's why that person is saying, "I just want to exist," because like he literally doesn't. He's been wiped out of history.
That one oh Mephiles
Yes. Yes.
in
right,
Shadow
yes.
Generations.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
I just
been
wanted to
long
clarify
enough
what you
now,
were
it's
talking
not-
about. I feel like that's
Yeah.
fine.
You
Yeah,
want to clarify who's in the credits too? You want to do that?
yeah, it's Amy. Amy's in the credits.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Zavik.
Savage.
So hold on.
So-
Let me
Lost
let
World?
me let me get a
Oh,
better
please.
understanding here. Am I?
Mhm.
Because I was confused as to why people were so like overreactive on Twitter when they saw Shadow with a gun. Because I assume Shadow's been having that gun for.
No.
No.
No,
Shadow
no,
has
he
not-
has
he
not
has
had it
not
in a
used the
very,
gun.
very
No,
long
after,
time.
after like
Yeah.
Sonic 06, I think in 06
No more
he does
guns.
it, and then since then he has not had a gun.
Right.
I don't even think in 06. He uses the bikes in 06, but not the guns.
I think this is a big deal because it's like it almost sheds. You know how like Sega used to have those mandates or whatever.
Mhm.
Maybe Shadow had no guns on one of his sheets, and now they can do it again.
Yeah, probably for the movie they're willing to bend the rules a bit.
I'm also surprised it's coming out from the movie and not like the main games. The movies where I would think they would never give him a gun.
That
I
would be
just think
interesting,
I
'cause
thought they
isn't
wouldn't
there-
because of PG-13.
isn't
or,
there like a
before they
movie-
came PG.
There's
Well, I
movie
think it's
DLC for
like-
Shadow Generations, right? So is he
Yeah,
gonna have a
have the
gun in
gun.
the DLC? That'd be kind of interesting.
I
that could
actually
be his
don't
like
know.
quote unquote Doom power. That'd be kind of cool.
But
They
like
could
also
do
he
that.
could have the gun and just like shoot an alien once and then never use it again.
Well, the other thing about the gun is that it's not a very realistic looking firearm. It's like a
No, that's a space
Yeah, it looks
clone
like a-
arc gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
so that's why it kind of works within the context of a PG-13 movie.
Yeah.
I mean, even if
get-
even if that wasn't the case, though, there's plenty of PG-13 movies with guns in them, like regular, real-looking guns.
I think there's
Yep.
PG-13 war movies, so
Yeah, like
I was like, Oppenheimer
brandishing a
exists.
gun isn't as bad as some things that have happened in PG-13 movies.
yeah. Well, even in like Disney movies, like I said in one of the other episodes, one of
Clayton,
the brutal deaths is Tarzan in all
Yeah.
the movies. That shit is insane.
You know what? This is so weird that you brought this up, but since you did, I'm going to bring it up too. Is you just mentioned Tarzan? I found this out today via just this weird like trivia thing. The dude who voices Clayton in that movie, you know, like the bad guy in Tarzan.
Yeah.
Apparently, he was in a recording session for that movie, and the guy who voiced Tarzan in that movie was trying to do like the whatever, like the Tarzan thing,
Yeah.
and he couldn't do it, and it sounded like shit. And the Disney people were like, "I'm sorry, you need to like figure out how to do the Tarzan call because you're not very good at it." And I guess the guy who voices Clayton, who was in for a recording session, was like, "I could do it," and he did it flawlessly. And so they hired Clayton to voice the Tarzan calls in that movie. So when you're hearing Tarzan do the call, it's not the voice actor for Tarzan, it's actually the voice actor for Clayton.
That's funny. That's
Isn't
kinda
that
cool,
weird?
Actually, yeah.
Yeah. Literally just found that out today. So it was very strange you brought that up. Anyway, sorry. Going back to the Sonic movie. I'm sorry
that's
for that.
Fine. That's a cool little tidbit. I never knew that. But something cool that they also did is they do basically shot for shot the scene of from the start of Shadow the Hedgehog, where Sonic's trying to stand up and he falls down and Shadow's behind him. They remake that scene. So like, there's just like a lot of love. They show off Maria more. Actually,
Do you think
she
they're
was in
gonna
the other
reference? Well, I think it's obvious actually. They're gonna do him and Sonic start running at the end to fight. With, like, on the
I have a whole theory on what happens in the end for that, but I'll bring it up.
That's something else they showed. They had the space only. So I don't know. They're gonna call it space only arc. Doesn't really look like it, but they probably might call it that still. But it blows off half the moon. They show that.
Yeah.
And they have Sonic and Shadow fighting on a plane with fire behind them, but they don't have a. I'm not sure if that's like a sea, like they blasted at Earth, or that's like on the moon or something. Because I think it's not that easy to tell by looking
Is
at
this
like the
movie
shots
supposed
of
to be
it.
SA2?
No,
No, it's got like parts of it.
Pretty much.
It's like
taking a
SA2.
lot
Those
from
are three
it.
different answers.
It's SA2 if they had way more time to write it.
Yeah, because it's gonna follow Shadow's story from Sonic Adventure 2.
It's all about the like first night Shadow's awake.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
But we don't know if they're gonna have like the Bio Lizard or Final Hazard or any of that stuff. It also has Gerald Robotnik, so a lot of it's SA2, but like you're probably not gonna have Tails and like the Hurricane. doubt you have Rouge. Like Rouge
think
is
it's
seeming
like
like
a-
not gonna happen.
Rouge is definitely not showing up. Yeah, yeah.
It's like a
Not here,
no-brainer.
don't
I think that they're gonna do Super Shadow and Sonic at the end, though.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Super Shadow and Super Sonic will be in there. The
Yeah,
question is
there's-
whether or not the
they're-
Bio Lizard's going to be in there.
Yeah,
Which
so
I don't know.
I think because they made Gerald alive instead of being just like dead and it's his vengeance. I think what they're gonna end up doing is Shadow's gonna realize what Gerald's doing is wrong and team up with Sonic to stop the arc, and then they'll go Super for that.
That's what I'm saying. What's gonna happen
Yeah.
is literally
Are
they
they
showed
not gonna
shots
try to
of
make
like the fucking
Gerald like sympathetic?
I don't think in this one. I mean, they're going to because Gerald's
looks
gonna
like
be
they're
like
gonna make
there's a
him evil.
shot. There's a shot of I think Gerald and Shadow over Maria.
Yeah, because I know she. Yeah. There's a scene of that.
So I think they'll do that part, but I don't think they're gonna like go.
But he
for
was
more than
already
that.
crazy before that, wasn't he?
No, that's the thing
No?
that turned him. Yeah, it was
Oh,
the death
okay.
of
Was Maria death?
that
Yeah,
turned
yeah,
him.
yeah. See, I
yeah,
still
like-
honestly thought that
also-
Metal
it's also
Sonic was
bitch.
going to be the ending bit because in that first
I still
trailer
think it is.
you see Sonic like hand the quill, and my assumption because you're not seeing who they're actually fighting in that scene at the very ending with the fire is that that's actually the fight against Metal Sonic, and when he's like it's time to end this or whatever what he says,
Well,
that's
yeah,
probably
I
him
think-
before going Super Shadow against Metal Sonic.
I think if both minds of Eggman are there, they're gonna put Metal Sonic in. It would
That's
seem-
what
I
I
think-
think is the credits. I think the credits gonna be Metal
That's
Sonic.
what I think as well. Because
You
Metal
think Metal
Sonic's
Sonic's
such
the
a
credits?
Yeah.
yeah. Because
Yeah.
you could you could easily make an entire movie.
All you need to
on
do
Metal
even
Sonic.
is just have his eyes.
It's already
turned
been
on.
done.
Yeah, the Sonic.
I mean,
OVA.
they've been showing so many shots of the eyes, the close-ups on the eyes. I could see them ending Metal Sonic post-credits eye shot.
That'd be
Yeah,
cool.
it could definitely
What I was gonna
just
say
turn
was
them on.
I think there's a lot of foreshadowing with like the planet blowing up because they show the moon being blown up and there's like shots of people looking up in the sky. I think that the Earth is gonna blow up and only Sonic and Shadow are gonna be on the moon, and Shadow's gonna do some fucking time power thing to reverse time when he realizes he's fucked up.
chaos control.
Exactly.
yeah.
So I don't think it's. I think they're gonna do the thing where they threaten the Earth and it's charging up to hit the Earth, and that's when Shadow and Sonic go
Hello.
super to stop it.
Hello.
Oh look,
So
we're talking
after
about the
like,
Sonic movie.
Oh my gosh!
do you
my
guys
God.
think they're not gonna? Because obviously it would be an insane move to have Shadow die in this movie. So
No,
for
there's
the
no way.
next-
No,
for
there's
the
no
next
way
set
Shadow
of Sonic
dies.
movies, do you think Shadow's gonna become their buddy?
Of course.
He's gonna
not
do
like
his own
full
thing.
buddy
Because he
buddy,
looks
but he'll be
way
around.
more serious than like actual Shadow. So I don't know.
I will say to give my movie input. Looks
You're not
peak.
allowed. You're late.
Listen, Shadow is gonna go off and do his own thing. He is gonna work with them obviously when he needs to.
He seems quite like blatantly stronger than Sonic.
He is. See, I think he is. I think Sonic's gonna need Super to stop him. I think they
Especially
absolutely
this version of Sonic is definitely not gonna be as strong as Shadow.
no.
Yeah.
He's got the gun, so he's raw. He knows how to fight back heavy. I don't think they're doing the Bio Lizard because that arc is not carrying a giant monster. So I think it's gonna be Super Sonic
So
with
is he
Super
gonna be
Shadow
like-
through and through.
He's gonna be like early Z Piccolo, where he's like
Yeah.
Yes.
living in mountains.
This is like the final
Yes.
arc of Dragon Ball.
Oh, that's a nice analogy. I
Yeah.
like that.
So basically, he's just going to show up in future movies for like the ending fight and be like, "I got this,"
He's gonna be like Vegeta in
Yeah.
every Dragon Ball movie, where he has a sick entrance and then gets smacked.
and then just doesn't do anything. Yeah, I can
And
see
gets
that.
completely
I can
wrecked
see that.
the
No,
next
they really
second,
hoe
yeah.
my man. No, Vegeta's in that one movie where he was popping off in that one movie, but
They should have gave Frieza the kill. I don't care. Or Vegeta the kill for Frieza.
Oh yeah.
them
yeah.
giving it to 17
when he was beating him down.
Yes.
Them giving the win to 17 in the tournament is like literally just tell me you don't fuck with Vegeta without saying you don't fuck with Vegeta, bro.
Did Fidel already leave? That's crazy.
I hope so.
Yeah, he did.
I think it counts though. This counts as
it does
attendance.
not. That does
No,
not
it does
count.
not.
There was a lot of contribution. He said at least like
a lot
like
of
a whole sentence.
contribution.
He said his
has
own
said
thoughts.
the same
He
amount like
said
the
a-
past 3
I'm
episodes.
I'm
Alright,
setting a
even bother
precedent.
showing
I'm
up.
setting a precedent
He said his
for
own
me
thoughts and didn't
and my
have a
attendance in
conversation
the
with anyone.
future.
Yeah, we're
That
not
was
letting you.
enough. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. You should have just said that from the jump. Okay, cool.
Right.
Cool.
Anything else about the Sonic movie then?
Wait, can I ask a real question? Like that's
Yeah.
like might
Sure.
be inflammatory. Are any of these movies better than the Mario movie? Because like I've seen all three of them, and I don't
I
think,
think it
either of
depends
them
on what
are.
you want.
I mean,
I kind of like them better more than like
I
think
like them more.
Mario movie
because
seems like it follows like the kids movie Bible to the T.
Yeah, I like the Sonic 1 movie more than the Mario movie, to be honest.
Which one? The second one or the first one?
I've only watched the first one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, same.
I think I like the Sonic.
the
part of
second one's.
movie
I was
more.
gonna say, yeah, the second one's kind of cute
I'm gonna watch the third one, even if I don't watch the second one. But
because that's Tails and Knuckles and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm biased, obviously, but I like the Sonic movies more. I'm not saying the Mario movie's bad or anything, but I just care more about Sonic.
well, it's also there's a lot of weird things about the Mario movie. Like apparently a lot. Well, not even apparently. I know for a fact a lot of the script was rewritten in English. Like Bowser was way more blatantly evil in Japanese.
Oh, in the Mario movie.
Yeah. It was weird, but that's just how it happens. I think localization affects movies much more than games.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah, for 100%.
I think there's anything else in this trailer that is worth really bringing up.
Oh, I
'cause-
like the ending with Jim Carrey jumping into.
Oh yeah, with
Oh.
Santa Claus. I'm like,
Christmas
what the
tree.
hell is
Oh
that?
yeah, that shit. That was actually like
Yeah.
something out of a Jim
Funny
Carrey
as
movie.
hell. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little gag they threw in at the end.
Why is he seeing Santa though?
Oh no,
Yeah, I
that was Gerald. Yeah, that was Gerald dressed as Santa.
Oh.
But is that a scene just for like as a little gag, or do you think that's actually in the movie?
I think that's a gag. I think if it's in the
I
movie,
can-
it's gonna be Eggman like dreaming about stuff he could do with his grandfather. and
Yeah,
that
that's what
kind
I
of
see
thing.
it as.
Does he also
Like,
come
Oh,
in
him-
with
well,
his
he
him
actually
connecting with
he
his
sees
grandpa.
Santa, but he sees it as his grandpa. I
Yeah,
guess.
it's a canon to the Sonic universe.
Wait. That's Eggman's grandpa, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
it's Gerald.
Who's his dad?
So his dad, we
Eggman's
don't have a name
dad?
for, but they showed him for the very first time in Shadow Generations. And Eggman or Gerald Robotnik's journal, either the physical one or the one in the game, you actually can see his his
Oh,
dad.
so he actually
yeah.
has a dad. Now.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, you see his dad and his uncle. He's Gerald is at their their college graduation. There's a picture of him with his two sons.
Oh,
It's actually kind of funny.
before everything went wrong.
That's
Yeah.
right. Before he became Eggman. Well, again, technically his name's Robotnik. He's not Eggman.
This has
No
nothing to
one
do with the
calls him
movie,
Eggman.
but it's Sonic, and it just made me remember. I remember reading an arc of the Sonic comics because it interested me, where like Eggman lost his memory and then he got it back.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, it's in the recent ones. That's when he makes I don't remember her name, but the girl that's a puppet.
Oh, Sage?
What?
No.
The
it's
rabbit.
It's a comic character. No. That's Radbots. No, not her. So what you're talking about is an IDW arc. Unless Archie did it, but IDW he becomes
No, it was IDW. I know that.
Yeah, and then he makes like a puppet character, and then she becomes friendly with everyone.
People in the
but-
chat are saying her name is Belle.
Yeah, Eggman with no memory, I think actually would have been an interesting addition, like a character like that to the Sonic world. A good human.
Mhm.
Because didn't he he made all kinds of like stuff for the animals that lived around there, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Well, aren't the little robots also animals? They're flickies. That's the whole thing. They're
Yeah,
little
but he
birds,
doesn't
right?
do
Yeah.
that anymore when he lost his memory.
Mhm.
yeah. When he was like people in chat say he was called like Mr. Tinker, and he was actually like being helpful.
Yeah.
And then they had the platypus, and I'm gonna forget. Oh, Dr.
Mr.
Starlight.
Tinker Bell. That's dude, the writing is peak.
And then I know the platypus gets his fucking spine smashed to pieces by Eggman.
Oh yeah, Dr. Starlight actually just dies. Like they don't really kill characters that often. He
Spine?
was dead.
He grabs him by his arm,
Uh-huh.
and you know in the Broly movie where he smashes Goku down?
Uh-huh.
He does that to him
Mhm,
on his
mhm.
back, and he just doesn't move ever again, and then the whole building falls on him and he dies.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, that he's a very interesting character they made, but yeah, they definitely kill him.
Let me see if I can find the panel.
While you're finding that panel, real quick, let's hop into something else. I don't want to quite get into the Game Awards discussion yet because I do feel like that's probably going to be the biggest portion of the show. There's a lot of stuff to go over here. But I sort of wanted to bring this up early because I'm curious if anybody else watched Arcane.
I did.
I have.
Season of Arcane.
Yes.
Okay.
Not me.
How many of us have finished it and how many of us care about spoilers?
I finished it. And
I
know
finished
Karen-
it,
There
but
you go,
plenty
by
of
the way,
people
Roger.
watching will care about spoilers.
Yeah, I honestly, if enough of us have seen it, we could do a roundtable.
Spoiler cast, like roundtable thing. We might.
I am 3 episodes away from being done.
So far, without spoilers, then how are you feeling about it? If you're 3 episodes away from being done, because the first 6, I think, are safe to talk about at this point.
Yeah.
And there's enough that happens in those first 6 episodes where I think we could at least have a discussion here. And then if more people have ended up watching it, we could maybe do a spoiler cast or something. But yeah, thoughts on it? Curious.
I mean, I like. Here's the thing. It's a very weird. As someone who's played League, unfortunately, for a majority of his early 20s to late 20s, it's really hard to at times get away from really deep-seated preconceptions of characters. But I think this is done a good job. I'm gonna be honest. The biggest thing that this show has done is made me want to see a show that's not in this setting. Like,
well, they've already announced that they're doing Noxus,
Noxus, Ionia, and Demacia.
And Ionia.
Yeah. Like, I want them to go through, because the League of Legends lore to me in general is cool. But
I have bad news for you, Tito.
What?
I said I have bad news for you if you think that.
Oh, that's tough.
You can continue.
But like I played a lot of like the spin-off games, and that lore is pretty good. Piltover to me always was the most boring though. Like, it's very like one-dimensional to me in general, but the show is beautiful and it's really good, and I really like what they're trying to do, but it just makes me want to watch like a show about Ionia or a show about Demacia, or even a show about like all the Yordles, like a cartoon show. That shit would be fun too. Like a comedy about like all like Teemo being a psychopath. Like, that would be fun. So like, I'm just like, cool. I see what they're doing. I don't think it's bad. I'm having a good time watching it. It just at the same time, I'm like, okay, but like the next thing that y'all do, I'm like, I hope it's very different from this. Because if it's the next thing that they do is totally the same, I'm probably not even gonna watch it. Because like, there's
the same as what?
As art, like tonally, like Arcane. Like, I also like, I like the art style. I'm not saying that it's bad, but I would like a new one. Because I don't think it fits for every other.
Well, yeah, I don't think it would.
The Arcane style is like the style that Riot is kind of adapting to everything they do cinematically.
I was just gonna say that does seem like that's even
that's
with
why
Victor, right? They announced that Victor is now being reworked.
Yes.
To be like the show
Arcane version.
Right.
They're redoing a lot of lore so that it adapts to Arcane now, because they want to make it canon.
They weren't sure at first, but because Arcane is so successful, Arcane is now canon.
Yeah.
Which I think is dumb as hell, but whatever.
There's gonna be like a lot of lore changes in the future if they do make other shows, probably as well.
Oh, 2 hours ago, if anyone cares, that Yu-Gi-Oh collection coming out.
Oh, the Switch one?
The Switch, yeah.
The Switch one, yeah.
All the games are out. Here you go.
Oh.
Appreciate you.
Damn.
None of them are really that good.
It's a lot of them though.
It's just
Duel
Sacred
Monsters,
Cards,
Duel
really.
Monsters 2, Monster Capsule,
Eternal
Dark
Duelist
Destiny,
Soul is okay.
Duel Monsters 4, Dungeon Dice
it's not even
Masters,
here.
Duelist
It is.
Soul, Duel
Dungeon
Monsters,
Dice Monsters is funny as
2,
hell. The
Sacred
funny thing
Cards,
about Dungeon
Reship
Dice
of
Monsters-
Destruction.
Dungeon Dice Monsters specifically, that game, for no reason, has the most evil antagonists of any of these games.
What does he do?
Like, they're genocidal.
Duelist, that's the one where it's like in medieval fucking Europe, right?
Which one?
Duelist of the Roses?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about Dungeon Dice Monsters.
Oh.
Dungeon Dice Monsters, they're like genocidal in that for no reason.
What are some of these other ones? It says Worldwide
what's up,
Edition
War Champ?
Stairway to the Destined Duel.
What's up, Tito?
Welcome, War Champ. World Championship Tournament 2004, Destiny Board Traveler, 7 Trials to Glory.
I don't know what the hell Destiny Board Traveler is.
This is an aside, but did anybody get a video recommended to them on YouTube of the guy who got a divorce because of Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah.
You talking about your Yu-Gi-Oh channel?
And he looks like Token Black, right?
That's crazy.
Huh? What is this?
I didn't say
Get
that.
off my man.
He does look a little bit.
All right.
Kind
That's
of.
my man's for real. I'm about to box you.
I just got back on top
It-
Switch
Also,
happening?
you're racist.
No, I'm not.
Racist?
Oh my gosh, bro.
They don't look anything alike.
Yeah,
Ricky,
but
and
like,
you know it.
All black Yu-Gi-Oh players look the same, Ricky.
Right.
We were talking about Arcane and then it
okay,
got
all right. You
racist.
guys are
That's
kind of taking this.
crazy.
You guys are kind of taking
know
this
about
out of
you, Ricky,
context,
okay?
but
I know
okay.
about
I was
you,
just
bro.
asking.
I mean,
if you
there's
got the
racists
same
in Arcane
recommendation.
too.
That's
I mean, League of Legends does
That's their whole thing.
have
Yeah, exactly.
racism.
Yeah.
True.
Their lore has
No, but-
racism. Their players have racism.
Players are racist. Yeah.
I
The
do.
characters
I
are
do want,
racist.
like a 2D, like I think a 2D like Saturday morning cartoon style of like the Yordle, like Bandle City, which is the Yordle town. I think that'd be very cute. But yeah, I mean, if they're gonna keep doing this like really dramatic,
I think it's gonna be.
looking-
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think it's just gonna be dramatic shit.
Yeah, I think
and
their
I'm just like, I'm
Demacia
good.
shit, their Demacia shit, if it's not like
It's gonna be
Game of Thrones type shit, I don't see how. Yeah.
Well, the thing about Demacia is like they're like, okay, I'm not gonna get into all the lore, but it's like who they're having to create.
Demacia is the
additional-
Lux one.
Yes, that's
Right.
Lux, Garen, Jarvan.
No,
Like-
that's. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah.
That one's
yeah,
for
Lux-
sure going to be a drama because that's. I also kind of feel like that's the one they're going to set up to be like because they haven't. I see someone in the chat saying they haven't technically announced that these are the next regions for the shows, but like the showrunner was on it. He was on like a Twitch channel and then straight up said this is what it's going to be. My assumption though is I think because Noxus, the whole thing with them is like they're always at war with people, right? Like that's even
Right.
what this show did. Without getting into any spoilers for what happens towards the ending, it seems to me that the end of the show is very clearly setting up Noxus next.
Yeah.
However, I think if Noxus is always at war, they're probably going to have to be at war with another region. And isn't the region next to them Demacia?
They are
That's
usually
that's their like
they've been at
rival.
war. Both
Yeah,
of the other
that-
regions, they've been at war.
Well, I don't.
So my
wanna-
assumption would
hold
then
on,
be that
hold
would
on,
be
hold
the
on,
next
hold
show.
on, hold on. I can explain something to you, but it would be a spoiler for the last 3 episodes if people care. So
Oh, about the
You're
rose?
talking about like a particular character that goes.
no,
to
I'm
Noxus and helps with
explaining
stuff, or-
literally. I can explain stuff.
Basically, Noxus is just fucking Russia, and then not really Russia, but like in terms of like our war, like World War II.
So
That's them.
I'll explain in terms of Arcane. I think the way it'll bleed into it is Noxus will want to see what they can do with the power of Arcane because of the stuff that happened in the end. So they'll go to war with Zon maybe, and then maybe Demacia will come in and interjects in some way or something like that. But
Isn't Zon?
Zon's weird.
I haven't.
'cause,
Yeah, I haven't played. Okay, so I don't I don't know any League supplementary bullshit, and I never will. But I played the game in like from like what 2000 late 2009 to like
Right.
2015. So I know every like relatively important lore bit. But I don't think they have to do anything with Zon. Aren't they just did they
they've
change
already
that place?
they've been working with Zon this and the
No, I mean like
seasons.
Zon isn't a place like the one that I'm thinking
Oh,
of.
I
You
mean-
can't wage war with Zon.
Correct.
Well, yeah, it'll be Piltover, but like Zon is technically like we know of Zon already. Like,
But that's kind of like what
it
this
is.
season is anyway with the
Is
stuff
Dr.
with
Yeah.
Mundo
Nesta. So yeah.
in Arcane?
No, I wish he was, but he's not. We'll
But
probably
no, but the thing
never
is
see
there.
him.
the thing is about the whole like, because my problem is that again, if they're gonna go region by region, like I can already see it's gonna get tedious. Like this is even a spoiler because it doesn't exist. But if we go to Demacia, right, the big characters are Lux, Garen, Jarvan, Kale.
Silas.
Oh yeah, and I
I
was
don't
gonna
think
say
I don't think they'll touch Kale.
no, Fiora, and I was gonna say the most important character though is Silas, because Silas is a character who basically is like screams protagonist, screams like the analogous to Jinx of this. Like basically, Jarvan is the general, this war hero. Same thing with Garen. Same thing with Lux. They're like
yeah, Silas is like the catalyst of what a Demacia plotline would be. Like,
correct.
he's so
Yeah.
deep rooted into like Garen and Lux.
Yes.
I
he
was
is-
gonna say
he
like
is- yeah.
in the like older age of League, wasn't Silas the first character to get like capital lore?
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because for a long time, prior to that, I think they fired all of their like lore
They
writers.
didn't, yeah,
and
they didn't have a
stuff.
lore team for a while.
Yeah.
Characters
the
had
first person
backgrounds,
they
but there
have
wasn't
is,
like a cohesive lore.
Yeah.
And then
No, because
Silas was like
is the
the
first character
character.
to have a lore like his trailer is a lore trailer.
Mm.
It's
How
like,
long
hey,
ago was this?
This was Silas is old as
Like
shit now.
a decade,
Yeah,
not a
oh,
decade.
wow.
No,
Wow.
no.
Like
7 years.
7
like,
years.
a couple
Yeah.
years ago.
Like,
Because
he has
Silas
the-
came out when
he
I
has-
wasn't playing anymore.
Yeah, he has the ability to like basically steal other people's abilities and use his own magic.
Yeah, he
And
was like a
so-
prisoner of Demacia.
Yeah.
Oh, that
6
totally
years
seems
in
like something that
January.
would tie
Yes.
in with the
he
show.
is, he is somebody who has this ability who is being abused by the because they have a whole game about him, right? So this whole like the aristocracy or something like that around Demacia were using Silas as like a black op kid, like, and then they were like, well, you're getting too strong, and he's like, and so he killed somebody that he wasn't supposed to kill, so they locked him up forever. And the whole thing is like Lux wants to help him redeem him, but Garen's like, no, he's unredeemable. And Jarvan's just like, what are you guys doing? We have to it's all literally right there. Just waiting.
Is he just like
They just can
edgier
make a show
Kakashi?
about it.
He's no, he's not Kakashi. He's like more Itachi than anything. Actually, that's not true. He's actually more Neji than anything. Like tonally,
Neji?
like the way he's presented as this like he's like
Is he
not
from like a fucking cursed thing?
yeah, like he has like an innate magic he's not supposed to have. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I guess
Arcane, by the way,
Gaara-
Arcane, by the way.
Yeah, but anyway, so like it's just the whole story is right there. But my problem coming back to that is that's basically very tonally going to be the same beats as Arcane season. Like, you know what I mean? Like it just feels very much the same.
I don't know. I feel like there's a definitive tonal.
The characters in
Voice
Demacia
for
are way more
Vi
like
and all
brutal
that.
than Caitlyn or Violet.
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
You think so?
Like Jarvan or Garen would execute a bad person without thinking twice.
Yeah, those are war criminals, literally.
Yeah, but that's why I think it's like it's gonna be Lux, and I think it's gonna be like
I'm pretty sure there are some like middle ground, like good
they're gonna
and
make somebody
evil Demacia people.
yeah. I mean, yeah.
I really want to see. You mentioned her, but I want to see like some Kale Aatrox shit, bro.
Yo, remember
That
when
would go
Ryze was the main
crazy.
character of League?
Yeah, I remember that.
Remember when League was actually about a tournament of battles and stuff?
Yeah.
Isn't that
Ryze
still
was
what
the-
it is?
I remember people actually used to play League of Legends. Just kidding. A lot of people play. Unfortunately.
I want to see some
Anyway.
Bilgewater stuff. I want to see some pirates,
Bro,
bro.
Oh, yeah,
that's
the
what
pi-
I'm
those guys
saying,
would
bro.
be
Show me
cool.
some pirates.
I
That's
want
where
to
Fizz
see
is, right? He's from there?
Gangplank, Misfortune, Fizz. Yeah, Tom Kench. Give me those characters,
Pike.
bro.
Pike is fucking sick.
Every Bilgewater character is based, and it needs to have a show.
Bilgewater's the
Gangplank-
Misfortune
Yeah.
one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
can I
Gangplank.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
quickly-
that's the one, yeah.
Can I quickly chime in with something
Yes.
Yeah, go.
specific to Arcane? And it's super obvious, right? The show is fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
it's
it's like-
incredible. So pretty.
And like obviously, like coming from an animator's perspective, I'm just looking at the show, and I'm like, it is absolutely incredible how much they've like achieved and all the kind of various styles and aesthetics that they've managed to cram in without it, while still maintaining a good degree of cohesion. And you know, they managed to make big bombastic action sequences look amazing and stylized, but also there's a lot of subtle, very careful, very kind of human animation in there as well. And like to do that, to achieve that, like requires an insane degree of artistic talent.
The use of colors in that, man, is like the best I've ever seen in an animated show like that.
I've never
like-
seen any footage of Arcane in motion. I've only seen screenshots of it.
Oh fuck.
Yeah,
Oh,
you have
it's
to see it.
beautiful. Yeah, you have to watch at least
I
a
was
couple
literally gonna
scenes.
say I don't like how the fucking people look, dude.
Oh no, you gotta see it
In motion. Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, we'll see it in motion. You will probably feel differently.
Yeah, it does a lot more justice in motion.
Two side notes as well, by the way. I was trying to think about who would be the other clearly good character in the Demacia thing. If it's Lux, it's definitely Ezreal, by the way. Like,
Yeah.
It's even because
Wait.
but Ezreal's not from Demacia, but
Yeah,
he's
he's Shurima, right?
no, he's Piltover, but
Yeah,
he's
he's Piltover.
he's like a treasure
Oh,
hunter.
he went to Shurima.
Yeah, he went to because he's a treasure hunter. He just goes all around the fucking.
He got the
place.
glove.
Well, if he's from
Yeah.
Piltover, that's your connection to Arcane. Then that's how you can bring
Yes.
all that stuff in.
No, there's way more than that. That would make more sense.
Wait,
Yeah.
is Ezreal not in Arcane?
No.
No,
He
Ezreal's
seems
not in
like,
there.
bro.
There's a lot of
He's a
Piltover
very popular
characters.
character.
There's a lot of Piltover characters that should be in the show that aren't, and there's like Heimerdinger's in the show and he's in it for like half the show, but like there's no Blitzcrank.
What?
Which is there's like Blitzcrank should have been there. I think Mundo should have been in there.
I don't know any of the story, but it seems pretty easy to fit a mad doctor into like anywhere.
Yeah, but you have.
There is. But Singed is there. Yeah.
Well,
Singed
I know about Singed. That was one of my mains.
The other thing I was gonna say was, as it pertains to Arcane, fuck all these other regions, bro. A Freljord region or season would be crazy.
No, Freljord's the ice place,
bro. Think
It
about
would
the
be
characters.
cool, but I remember they wrote in that
first,
shit with Aatrox and Tryndamere, and then never did it.
Yeah.
You have obviously Ashe as your main character, but you have Braum goated. You have
Ashe would not be the main character.
You don't think Ashe is the main character?
Tryndamere would be the main character.
That's cap.
Oh, Zach isn't in Arcane either. Okay.
No.
You're just.
It's insinuated that Zach's in it because there's like a shot where it's like a green blob that flies across the screen at one point. So it's like, ooh, maybe Singed made Zach and he's using it in some way, but yeah.
Oh, fuck it, Braum's the main character, bro.
There's a thing
Braum's
where
crazy.
a mouse drinks like Shimmer, and people are theorizing that was like the creation of Twitch, but they never actually showed Twitch.
Well, Shimmer's insinuated to be a lot of things. Like, you know the lore for Munda, how he like injected himself with some shit, and that's why
Did
he's
his
like a
lore change?
madman. No, that's
okay.
like, well, kind of, but like that's still like his thing. Like he's only the way he is because of something in his body, and people are like, oh, that could be Shimmer, which is like the big thing of Arcane.
But I thought Shimmer was created. Wasn't that created?
Shimmer is created,
Yes,
but
it's
Shimmer
created
can
during
be
Arcane,
used. Like
Mundo's like a scientist, man.
He's a doc.
Like,
he's a
that's
literal
what
doctor.
Singed is using Shimmer to create his things. Like that's all the shit with Warwick probably as well. Like there's probably Shimmer involved in some way.
Yeah.
Does Singed fling anyone?
No.
Does he put down the slow?
Singed,
What the
I will
fuck is
say,
this show?
Dan, he has his you know the thing on his back? He has that for
Yeah.
like 2 seconds in the show and that's it.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
So that's not Singed. That's
Yeah, bro.
Thomas.
That's Silco, bro.
That's Thomas. That's who that is.
Tough.
well,
I mean,
Silco was the main bad guy.
They give a lot of
He's not a
Singe
champion.
lore, actually, but he just doesn't actually fight. You don't really see Singe fight at all, but
He's like
they
one of
give
the
him a lot of
main
lore.
characters, though. I mean,
wanna
he
see
does
him
like a
fling
lot of
someone.
stuff.
Yeah, but no one would want to see
doesn't
Singed fight
boxing
because
once.
yeah, Singed just runs around, bro. That's it.
Bro, that's all he needs to do. That's what he does in the game. That's what I want him. Does he go behind a tower?
No, that's boring
Crazy.
ass gameplay. No one wants to see Singed run around farting.
I do.
Crazy.
I do think the show was gorgeous, though, like Firam was saying, and the music was really good. Again, as somebody who did not ever play League of Legends and did not really even care about this world, I am like full in, all invested. Want to see what the
Gonna
next
play
thing is
League.
going to be. I'm not going
Same.
to. Like, it's not going to happen. I'm not going to play
That's
League.
where I'm at too.
But I love the show, and I'm like
Just don't.
completely
It's
invested now for the next thing.
League's golden years are long gone. Don't
Like I
even-
might do it as like a fun sub goal thing or something like once, but I mean I wouldn't be something where I'm like actively playing.
The last time that game was good, I graduated high school.
Can I ask an actual, like, if by that token, right? If you're watching this show, you're super interested, but you're still not gonna pay League.
Yeah.
Does that mean the show isn't doing its job?
No,
No.
it means the show is really good.
No.
It's because-
that's
In fact,
the
it's
whole
the
reason-
opposite.
That's
Yeah.
different. That's different.
It's because MOBAs are such an alienating genre, making any other sort of media for League.
Yeah, I mean to be
That's
fair,
why,
I
that's why
haven't
they're
really
branching
played
into all these other games like 2XKO and the
right. And
Most
I think
people
that's
don't
kind
wanna
of what
play
they
a MOBA.
want. Whereas like for me, especially like without getting into spoilers, but like Echo does some really cool stuff in this show. And I am more willing to play
Echo's in it?
2XKO now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Echo has the best episode. I think Echo's
Yeah,
the best
I
character.
think I
in the show.
agree. It's one of the. I
Yeah, I like
agree.
Echo
I
the
agree.
most.
Echo is one of the best.
He has
And-
the best moments in both season 1 and season 2.
Yeah,
Facts.
he's very good.
He's one of my favorite, what I consider Zoomer League characters. I like that one. He's a good.
But
Oh,
I feel
yeah.
like because of that,
Echo's
it
a
makes me
Zoomer
want to
League
play.
character to use that? That's
Yeah.
not. Echo's older than Silas.
Anyone after fucking dude, I don't even know. I was gonna
Bro,
say Elise,
we started
that's
playing.
too much.
Yeah, we started playing when like Shyvana was the newest character.
I started
Probably even
playing-
before.
Before
I
that,
started
before
playing
that.
when fucking when did I was playing in 2000 and
I'm pretty sure they added Nocturne when we were playing.
would that be 2000 and
Yeah, I think Nocturne was actually the first one.
2010?
Oh yeah, by the way, I don't know if you know this, but there's a character in the show that is like a brand new character that they added into League as a new champion.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, well, that they're adding. Well, there's two of them.
No,
to be
they've
fair.
already
also
added.
No,
added
she's already
four-
in.
And
there's
Bessa they already added, but the other
Yeah,
one I'm
and
thinking
Bessa.
of, she's not till next year.
In TFT, they added the adult and child versions of Vi and Jinx
Yeah.
as two different
Yeah.
characters. So you can
fuck?
play
Yeah, there's a-
you on your board.
there's
You
a
can play
whole,
Violet, Jinx, Powder, and Vi.
It's
Yeah,
kinda
the current
funny, actually.
TFT season, they made it everything arcane. Like even the arcane characters that aren't League characters, they made them into TFT units.
Yes, I can play. I can
Oh.
play all the jobbers from the Cop Squad.
Let me ask you guys who've watched it because I'm curious.
Mhm.
Did you guys like the ending? Because I didn't.
I did, but I have no familiarity with the game. So,
Well, there's nothing really attached to the game. I just
well,
didn't like.
what I will say is, I feel like knowing that the show was meant to be 5 seasons, you can tell how much they rushed
Oh
certain
my
things.
god! It's
Wait,
what?
really?
It was meant to be 5. Yeah.
No. That I've seen some stuff saying that quote was taken out of context.
That seems insane to cut half the show.
Budgeted for 5 seasons. They were
Right.
not planning to do 5 seasons.
No, but I mean, if you budget for 5 seasons, you were going to make 5 seasons. That's how it was going to be. And it was not. It certainly was not meant to be 2. It was 100% not just initially meant to be 2.
Yeah, you could.
They
you
were
could
planning
tell.
for
There's
extra seasons because
there's
there's like
a lot of rush stuff at the end.
There's one thing in. No, it wasn't. People are like, it was. It's not. Like objectively, it was not originally meant to be 2.
So I will say to
Right.
kind of back up Roger, there was an interview where they said they decided after working on this for like 9 years to just at 2
Right.
seasons end it and then move on
Right.
to the next thing.
But it was plotted and planned to be multiple seasons. But then after they ended up doing it, like McDermott said, they ended up making it 2. Now, the reason why I say that is because there is a thing in episode 5, I believe, for those of you who've watched the show, that feels like that could have very easily been the shocking cliffhanger of one of the seasons. If you, for those of you who've watched the show,
I
you
have
know
no
what I'm
idea
talking
what
about.
you're talking about.
Trying to
Like
think
in
back
season
to
one?
episode
The Sallow
5.
moment.
How much money did this show cost to make?
250.
A lot.
Million,
So to put in perspective how expensive each episode of the show is, each episode of this show is the budget of an entire season of Jujutsu Kaisen.
Are they making any money back?
Oh yeah, no,
Probably
this thing is
tons
super
of it.
successful.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out because it's on Netflix.
Yes.
Yeah,
So does that mean Netflix had to buy out that entire?
I mean,
probably paid
I think
them
they
a lot.
I was
Especially for
gonna
season
say,
1
yeah.
for this season, Netflix probably paid a lot.
A
to make
ton.
sure they
it's like
kept
the
it.
biggest show in like 80 countries. So
Oh, well, do they? I don't know how money works with like stuff on
It's-
Netflix.
I mean,
don't-
this
they don't
is
get
like-
fucking YouTube residuals.
No, this is like a fat marketing campaign. Like
And
this
it's-
is this is
and
putting
again,
the
it's
League of
setting
Legends
up
IP
future
into the brains
shows.
of
Yeah,
millions of
exactly.
people.
and with them
Right,
saying
right,
that
right.
they have 3 shows in mind that they want to do now, like it's
Gonna
super
keep going.
profitable.
Yeah.
3 in mind, and they said they've been working on 1 for over a year already.
And then Tencent makes them use AI.
The thing is about this show, though, is like it's very clearly not AI, which is why it's so good.
Yeah, I
Because then
know.
you
I'm
watch
just-
some of
I'm
this
just
and you're
talking
like,
shit.
oh my god, yeah. But it's just like the animation is so stunning and the artistry that's on display is so good that I would be horrified if they ended up making it AI. Because again, that's what makes the show so good is knowing that people actually made it.
Yeah, it's, like, it's so incredible. Like almost every episode had like a music video, basically.
Yeah.
And each of them is animated and done completely differently. So whatever fits the theme of the music they're going with, and they just all just look incredible.
So do they just have like hundreds of animators on team?
No, I
Or
think
Peach
it's like
is the company that does
60.
it, right?
I think it's like 60, 64 around there. I think that's right.
Okay.
And yeah, it's for Tish.
And I'm assuming with how animation works, like some of them only interact with some of the other ones. Like not everyone on the animation team is fucking having to work together. That'd be psychotic.
That I don't know. Because
What do you
there's the
mean in
interview
terms
with
of,
Like if someone's doing like primarily like high intensity fight scenes, and then another animators does like scenic shit. I don't think those two are gonna be mingling. I don't know how that
like
works.
Background animators and stuff.
I mean,
like
Virum's right here. He could just answer.
Yeah, yeah.
But he's dead.
Yeah, but like TV show
It
animation is a
depends.
little different.
Because it can vary quite a lot depending.
I imagine
on
being
how
the
teams
VFX
work.
guy is a nightmare because that's everywhere.
Typically, how it works for feature length content is that they'll have one person specifically work on like certain scenes, or like they have a few seconds that they work on specifically, rather than
Yeah. They do that in Japan too, right?
Yeah.
Because you can tell certain, like if you know Japanese animators at all, like even a little bit, you can tell when a certain one does a certain part of a fight and then another one takes over for the rest of it.
Yeah,
I think it happened with
multiple-
One Piece recently.
There's multiple steps involved too. There's storyboarding, which is just like, sketches of like what the main shots will look like, and then there's like in between, then there's actual animation, and then there's cleanup, and like there's different people doing
There's
each of
also
those steps.
concept art.
And then like you'll usually have like the super baller animator will sometimes come in to do like specific steps of that.
Oh, is that a thing? Is there like does
Oh,
every
definitely.
animation team
One
have
Piece-
the guy?
One Piece for sure does.
Yeah, there's lead animators.
There's definitely
No,
people
but, like-
when you direct when you hear this person is directing an episode of One Piece, you're like, oh, this episode's gonna be
Is
good.
it the guy who
Like,
directed the
Naotoshi
episode
Shina's-
where it's like Kid Luffy, Ace Sabo, and Gold Roger and his friends? That like flashback?
Oh, the Yamato Ace one?
Yeah.
That animator is like pretty well known. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll usually have like a lead animator who like will probably handle
Or, like,
a lot
Ishitani-ish.
a lot of the storyboarding.
Yeah.
And then we'll like, manage the animators that are doing the actual animation of the scenes, and then like they'll give notes, or like they might do some cleanup themselves, or like it's usually someone who can kind of wear all the hats a little bit.
Okay. Interesting.
And like a lot of those people too, like they have their own styles when it comes to like composition and pacing and all kinds of stuff like that. And like you can tell in like certain scenes when it's like been done by a certain person, because they'll use like certain angles or perspectives of characters that are just like kind of their style. Those things kind of shine in some cases.
Yeah.
And that can
I didn't need to
vary
talk about
between-
animation. My bad.
That's okay.
No, it's interesting. Yeah. This is good.
That stuff can also even vary between episodes. So it could be more difficult to see, particularly with like 3D stuff and Western. Well, not necessarily. You have to really kind of inspect things carefully and just know a lot of the animators. But how people, like as Warchamp said, how they lay out scenes, how they storyboard and pace certain things, how things are corrected, all you can get a lot of small variations that help kind of express different animators' individuality, and that's less prevalent when studios are bigger and obviously they're trying to create a much more unified style guide, but it's still there to a degree.
Cool.
Right on.
So
yeah, and nothing else about
is that-
Arcane?
Is that the second thing we have to talk about this episode?
That's what I'm saying. I know this is going to be a big episode. That's why we were like, yeah, we knew there was going to be a lot to talk about in this one. So with that being said, we're gonna bypass maybe talking about Wicked then, because I think I'm probably the only person in here who saw
You're
that.
definitely the only person who saw that.
Is
It's a
that
good movie,
the
though.
I'll see it later this week.
Maleficent movie?
Take care, Viram. Take care. Good night, buddy.
Good night.
Good night.
Right.
Oh, wait,
see
no,
it,
I'm not
bro.
leaving. I said I'll see it later this week.
I thought you said I'll see you guys later. We all heard we'll see you guys later.
I was also
thought, oh, you
speaking,
were
so
saying-
yeah.
Yeah.
Is it the Maleficent movie?
It's kind of, yeah. It's like the Wicked Witch of the West if she was good.
She's
Yeah.
the best Disney villain.
I mean, Maleficent is not in Wicked.
Okay,
know,
well, I suddenly
Wicked
don't
is-
give a shit anymore.
Right, but Wicked is the Wicked Witch from the Wizard of Oz. I thought when you said the Maleficent movie, I thought you were saying like, is it like Maleficent where it's like?
No, I didn't know
meant to
it
be
was a wizard. Wait, there's a Wizard of Oz. That's just gonna,
You didn't know Wicked was about the Wizard of Oz,
brother. I don't know anything about movies or
brother.
shows.
She's green. Like Maleficent isn't green.
I haven't seen anything.
Roger, he hasn't seen anything. He
All
doesn't
right,
know
well,
about the play.
we're
I think
moving
it
on
was a
from
super-
Wicked.
Your
We're gonna-
theater
yeah,
kid
we're
is
gonna
showing, Roger.
All right, it is. All right. Have you been playing Dragon
up a
Quest? Are
fucking
you
football.
enjoying? Are you enjoying Dragon Quest? Yo, the football kids. Well, never mind. I'm not going to say that. Anyway, I was going to say, Ricky. Actually, no. Actually, wait, Ricky. Can we talk about this? Can we talk about what happened to that one guy that was on our football team? You know the story. We were talking about how crazy this shit was. Don't. Yes, you do. Truck.
Jog my memory. Jog my memory. Just go.
Okay, this is not a joke, by the way. This is not a joke. There was a guy who was on our high school's football team who literally went to jail for murdering his wife and kid and killing a truck driver. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about now.
What the?
This was a real thing.
Okay, but you can tell the story best. You can tell the story best. This is crazy.
Why you're a sicko?
That is also
because that's how I handle nervousness. That's how when I hear something so malevolent and sinister. No, it wasn't. That wasn't me digging into it and being happy about it.
I didn't
that was
say
me.
But you said,
bro, did you go to school?
It was a self-defense mechanism.
That was a one-piece laugh. That was a one-piece laugh.
That
was a one-piece laugh. He said, she.
Ricky laughed like.
I'm saying
I would never indulge in evil like that.
Ricky laughed like he was talking to the guy that did it, like he was the Green Goblin mask.
Oh my gosh.
Ricky built
what I've been trying to say is, did you guys go to school with Aaron Hernandez?
No, but what happened was we went to school.
Are you nuts?
Are you nuts? We went to school with this guy who was on the football team, and he was. I mean, he was, to be fair, he was always nice. I had never had any bad interactions.
Yeah,
pretty much everybody liked him,
bro.
It's always the nice guys.
But literally,
CTE happened.
It was, it might have been, because what happened was then we graduated, and then Ricky and I went to the same college. This guy went somewhere completely different, and then we were watching the news one day, and Ricky's like, check this out. And I'm like, what the heck are you talking about? And we pull this thing up, and it was about this guy where I don't think it was his wife, now that I'm like remembering the story. I think it was that he literally just, I want to say maybe he like hired a hooker or something.
Okay, well, you're talking too much. You're giving up so much information. I can look up this.
It literally doesn't matter. You should look this up online. It's a crazy.
This is actually
story.
A real story.
This is a real story. We're not joking. This is not.
We don't have a lot of murderers who went to our high school or whatever.
There's not very many.
This story is actually wild.
This is insane. But literally, this dude.
Chicago will turn you out, bro.
But this wasn't in Chicago. I mean, he was from Chicago, but it was somewhere like on the East Coast. And the guy basically, he killed the girl he was with, and then killed like this truck driver, and then was on this like.
Okay, you're mixing it up a little bit.
No, I don't think
he just started going hog wild. Didn't he rob the truck? Wasn't that the whole thing? Was that he killed the lady and then he robbed the truck?
He was the truck driver, and he wasn't a football player. I forgot why he was a football player.
What are you talking about? Because we were talking about it was
boxer. He was like a
boxer. That's right. That's what
definitely
it was.
He got
messed up the same way. Yeah. He was a boxer. You're right. He was a boxer.
He was a boxer. Became a truck driver for some reason.
Right.
For some reason. That's because he couldn't think anymore.
Nah.
he could have actually had a good career because he had hands. But in any case, though, at the end of the day,
he does have hands.
I get it.
Well, the story turns very dark. It's something like he met up with a lot lizard.
Yeah, this is
no. This is
lot lizard.
Why? Hold on. Why are you even bringing this up, Roger, in the first place? Because this is a very ridiculous story to even get into.
I wasn't like meaning to get on a tangent. We were talking about it. No, we were talking. We're not going to get into this. But it was just you guys had mentioned something about like. The football, you said play some football or something, and I was like, well, this is what happened to one of the sports guys. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, we're gonna change the topic. On the topic of murder, let's talk about Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D, Zeph. I know you've been killing a lot of slimes.
What a transition.
Yeah, all right.
So are you having fun killing a lot of slimes? Let's hear it.
I have, I think.
There we go.
Over half of the orbs. So I haven't played in a few days, but it's really good. I stopped playing after the new boss fight they added in Theden, because that shit made me want to shoot myself a little bit. But other than that, the game's good. That fight's like pure RNG. It's insane.
How far into the game is that?
It's like the second act.
Because I'm like, you got all the orbs already, because I also got all the orbs already. How
Not all
much
the
is
orbs.
left?
I have some of them.
How much is left after you get all the orbs?
You got to go to the last place, and
that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm like towards the end then. I didn't realize I was so far into it.
It seems like they added more stuff though. Like there's a lot of flashbacks with your dad and stuff that wasn't in the original. So who knows?
Yeah, 'cause I loved the I like the grind, and I like the monster trainer job is a lot of fun. And visually, again, the way that the game looks is just fantastic. I think this is a very pretty HD2 game, especially in like the dungeons and things like that. The lighting just feels like even better than it was in Triangle
Are you
Strategy.
about to throw up?
No, why?
I don't know. Sound like you're gonna throw up.
It did sound
Is
like
my mic screwing up
for that. No.
It sounded like
Keep
you were
going,
going
keep
to throw up, but yes.
It sounded like I was gonna throw up.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm not gonna throw up. I was
Okay,
just gonna
good.
say that I
Good
feel like
news.
the lighting. I feel like the lighting in this is a weird episode, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I thought the lighting in the dungeon areas looks really pretty, and I think it furthers that they just keep evolving this HD 2D engine, and I'm excited to see where they're gonna take it for like the next new game in HD 2D.
Yeah. I do think some environments in every HD 2D game just look so generic, but when they like stylize it, it gets really good. Because there's which battle screen is it in Dragon Quest 3? It's just the one where it's like grass and then water behind you. It looks like a Windows start screen. I don't know how to describe it other than that, but
no, that's a good way to describe it. Nothing else about Dragon Quest?
I don't think anyone else played it.
All right, well, you guys should. It's good.
I'll play it
any
over
other
the holiday season.
Any other games you guys have been playing while we're on the topic of what we've been playing?
I've just been playing Baldur's Gate 3 recently again.
Why?
Because I've never beat it. Like I've done so many playthroughs of it, and I've gotten very close to the end, but I never beat it. So I decided to actually get it off my backlog, so I can go back to Metaphor. But yeah.
Oh yeah, I beat that. I beat Metaphor.
I also beat Metaphor.
I've been mostly just playing the Castlevania DLC and Vampire Survivors.
With you guys who have actually beaten Metaphor, what was your final thoughts on it? I'm very curious because I'm literally still in the cathedral, the very first cathedral.
I literally just think it's okay.
I love it.
It's a pretty standard. I play a lot of RPGs as well, so maybe that, but it just seems like any other RPG, but with Persona stylization. In fact, I've kind of seen the plot with. Never mind. It's too much.
I didn't like the ending.
What did you like about the ending? Without getting into spoilers.
It did that thing that in Atlas games that it just went like one step a little too much of like, all right, buddy, I get it.
That's kind of why I haven't been like playing it recently, is because I feel like Atlas is pigeonholing themselves into.
Yeah, they are. They used to be super varied. That's a big issue I have is the game. I said this in another episode, I think, where it was like originally Hulkenberg was the MC. There wasn't a male MC. There was more dragons and stuff, and it was way more fantasy. And then they just decide, you know what? What if we put the Tokyo Metropolitan Building again in this game? Let's do that. And then they do it. It's pretty much every Atlas game.
Like, you know how
did the ending sour the entire experience for you? Just asking that.
Not. I mean, I think that, and again, the context for me is important because I was simultaneously playing through Royal again. So so playing through P5 while playing through this does color it a lot because.
Did you see the beta footage?
No.
It literally has Persona 5's calendar in the top.
That's super funny. I don't know. Like, I think for me, like the reason why I like P5's ending, even Royal's ending a lot more, is the fact that it doesn't do the thing that Metaphor does, which is, like I said earlier, it takes the whole thing that it's trying to say, or the big I'm not to spoil anything, but it takes the point of the thing and just hammers it for a little too long. And I'm just like, all right, buddy, like I get
the whole game is like that, bro. I'm walking down the street and there's some guys like, yo, you're a fucking Elda, you should kill yourself. Like, okay, dude.
Oh, they pushed the racism agenda too hard or something?
It's so ridiculous. It's like I'm one step away from being publicly stoned at all times.
I don't know, like it's like I get it, like and also I don't know, man. I just feel like Luis is fine. Like I don't get it. Like I don't get why people like he's fine.
Well, because he's a good villain. I think is probably why people like him.
I think
even in the little bit of the time that I've played, I thought he was a good villain.
It's just like he wants. Here's the thing. It's just like I get it, especially with like some of like the reasons why and everything. Like I get it, right? However, I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm gonna make an analogy that Virum's gonna hate. You know how like Xenos is his rationale is that he has none. He just is a sociopath, and that's like the reason why he does everything.
Yes.
To me, that is more acceptable than what Luis becomes, because Luis clearly shows the ability to think logically about things, but chooses to be who he is. And to me, there's a disconnect there, because it's like, okay, you're just. It feels like you're just the evil guy because you're written to be the evil guy.
Yeah, a lot of games now try to make their villains sympathetic. They don't have to be sympathetic ever. They could just be bad. The whole point of them is that you overcome them.
Yes.
I do miss the good old just a guy being evil.
Yes.
What's the game?
Isn't our Grey supposed to be more interesting?
I want to
Isn't
make
that
dinosaurs.
why they're defaulting to that?
Like, I agree, but I think what they're saying is when every game does it and it becomes obvious that they're doing it, some people prefer if it's just like this guy is just evil when every game is trying to hit the gray area.
Yeah, like why do we gotta make Bowser morally ambiguous? We don't.
People, I mean, Bowser makes a little more sense than a character in like a JRPG, because at least Bowser's like merchandisable.
Bowser's consistent though,
right? Yeah,
he only helps Mario when he needs help himself.
Yeah.
So,
It's just it's just for me, especially when it comes to JRPGs that have a definitive big bad, like unlike P5, where like the big bad is more like the circumstance, not any one particular person until the very end of the game. Like for me, it's like, nope, they tell you who this guy is at the very beginning. He's the motherfucker. Get that guy. And then by the time you get to that guy, you're just like, all right, man. like, just shut up.
Has anyone here played Suikoden 2 before?
No, I've always wanted to try this Weekend in Games, but I never had a chance to try
Luca
it.
is a really good boss character or villain where he's just irreprehensibly evil the entire time. And no sympathetic stuff. It's good. That game's good.
I want my bad guys to be pieces of shit. That's what I want. Is that too much to ask?
No, it's fine. I think there's room for both, but there's too much of the other one right now.
I don't even really think that I would call Luis a sympathetic villain. I would just think, because like he's like, he is who you're against the entire game, and like I have no reason to like. I don't like Luis because I can like connect or relate to his like struggles or whatever. I like him.
Have struggles, bro.
Yeah. Well, I mean, towards the end of the game, but like,
yeah, but
I just like that character because of how in control he felt for basically for the majority of the game.
He was never behind, really. He's a good villain. I don't mind him. I just don't like a lot of the narrative and metaphor. Like I said, when you're walking down the street and someone fucking stabs you to death for being Elda. Like, okay, I get it, man. Racism bad. And I don't need to hear racism bad from Japan, of all places. Please. Anyway.
Did it feel like did it feel like in that game they kind of just like did anyone else feel like they were just like, especially when you reach a certain point in the game where it's like they just throw like everything at you? Like the disparity between doing actual combat and all the social stuff, did it feel like, because to me it didn't feel like they throw Bond at you the whole game.
The benefits you get is insane.
Bro, they throw it. They throw it at you the whole game, which automatically makes me not want it. Is that weird?
You befriend that pink girl, and then all of a sudden, dungeon boss explodes.
Bro, you befriend random guy who who like is the remnant of the priestess or whatever in like the second town.
Are you talking about
one
Bardem?
of the best whatever his name is, the general.
I like
guy.
him. Commander, he's one of my favorite.
You get one of the best characters, if like top 2 characters in the whole fucking game. Oh, and his passives are just broken.
I think honestly, if you're playing on harder difficulties, Commander is necessary for a large portion of the game. I don't know how you'd win without it.
It's disgustingly broken.
Move your entire party to the front or back row. All right.
What's
Should
next?
we move on?
What's next?
Yeah, we got a lot of other stuff.
I've been playing.
Oh, you're playing Pokemon Go? Okay.
How'd your Wild Area Go Fest go, Roger?
Not particularly great. I got to be honest. I got like one little shiny Hisuian Voltorb, and that was about it. Didn't really get anything else.
Hisuian Electro's shiny is really good.
I got one of my. It was like the raid battle. What's the name of the poison electric thing?
Oh, Toxtricity.
I got one of him. I got one of my Gmax, Dynamax, whatever Toxtricities, and then I got my Snorlax with the leather jacket.
Bro, you invited me to like 5 of those, man.
I know, because I had a bunch of them. So I was inviting you guys because I figured, get you guys in the raids exactly. Like play a little bit, get some bonuses.
I haven't played in a bit.
Yeah, it's fun. It was fun.
Yeah, you missed a really good event. This was a pretty good event, especially with the mighty Pokemon.
Some mighty Pokemon stuff I understand too, but like for that, I unlocked some of the Safari Zone balls, and I caught some of the mighty Pokemon with the Safari Zone balls. But I apparently completely missed that it was this weekend. I thought it started this weekend and then was going next weekend, like the Black Friday weekend. So the fact that I missed it entirely, I was like, well, I'm not gonna spend the money to like buy a pass for one day to play it. But I mean, I still got some decent stuff, but for the most part, I didn't really get very many mighty Pokemon.
Are you ready to admit that you've been juicing in TCG Pocket?
I was actually going to say, I'm glad you brought that up. I have not spent money yet. Yeah, I have not spent money yet.
You have been spending money because I've been lurking and checking your profile on a consistent basis to keep up with you.
Yeah.
And you were level 20 yesterday, and now you're level 23.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Well, I'm
level
not 23. I'm 22. Yeah. And that is because I literally play. No, it's because I literally
played that. That's why I said the wrong number in the first place. Yeah. How'd you get that far that quickly?
How did I go from 20 to 22?
Battle people.
You literally just battle. And the other big thing about it too, because this is,
I'm actually glad
I'm glad you brought this up, because this is actually, it actually has been pissing me off. Not what you said, but like the game itself has been pissing me off. I purposely, when I downloaded this, played it with the intention that I'm never going to spend money. That was literally from the get-go. I'm like, I am not going to spend money on this game. I already play Honkai. I already play Genshin. There's a lot of other games that like I could spend money in. I am not going to spend money on this game. So I've been playing. The only thing that I did at all was in those first 2 weeks, I did the free trial, where you get the free trial, for like the 2 weeks and then you cancel, and I canceled. But I was like, I am not going to spend any money whatsoever in this game, period, full stop. So what happened was I, got a lot of good cards in my packs. I was leveling up. I was playing regularly. Reagan was playing with me. I was battling against you. I was doing all kinds of stuff. And I got to a point where, I saved a lot of my Wonder Hourglasses. I saved a lot of my Hourglasses to do my pack openings. I would just wait to do like the 2 packs or sometimes 3 packs during a day. And I would go through and do all of them. And of course, every time you level up, you get packs. So then what ends up happening is I got to a point, this was about a week and a half ago, in which I have been getting nothing, like nothing. I have pulled on other packs, and I'm trying specifically to at least get one of each of the Kanto Pokemon so I could get that Mew illustration card without spending money.
Same.
So I'm like, okay, so I'm pulling from other packs, like, because primarily I was pulling from the Charizard one, because that was the one that I needed. That was the last illustration. I already had the illustration Pikachu. Already got really lucky with the illustration Mewtwo. I got a bunch of cool like other EX cards. I've only had one rainbow card, which was the Wigglytuff. I haven't had a single God pack yet. And
Could be me.
and with the wonder with the wonder picks, I got lucky with like 2 illustrations. But for the most part, I haven't gotten like very many good things. And then this past week and a half, all 3 packs throughout the day, I've gotten nothing. I either got duplicates of stuff that I already had. There was one pack in which I got 3 Psyducks in one pack. And I was like, what the hell is going on here? And it was to the point where...
yesterday I opened a pack and I got Arcanine EX and then Arcanine EX full art. Like, just please
I
leave me alone.
saw a guy that he pulled 3 Ekans and 2 Nidorinos in one pack.
And I have had no good pulls at all. And here's the only thing that's different. And apparently it's like super duper illegal for them to do this, but I don't believe it. I think they're doing it. Because I was reading like the drop rate things where you have the offering rates, you know, because you have to list the offering rates.
Are you about to say that an anecdotal experience is proof that they're rigging the system? I just want to hear. I feel like this is where this is going.
There is a thing, if you read the fine print of the offering rates, that once you've gotten more than, I forgot what it was. It was like the majority of a certain amount of things in the pack, that the drop rates overall for like getting your rares and then getting the other things to fill out your pack may drop. And it says it in the text in the game that they can straight up change your drop rates once you've already had a lot of a certain pack. So, and I was like, this probably explains why I haven't gotten like anything good out of some of these other packs. Then I was like, okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm at least gonna pull out of some of the other packs that aren't Charizard, because the only other 2 I need in the Charizard pack now are like Poliwrath, and then I think like one other regular Pokemon. But otherwise, I have all the other cards that I would need for the Mew in the Charizard pack. Mewtwo, I'm missing a bunch. Okay. Pikachu, I'm missing a bunch. So then I was like, okay, I'm gonna start pulling on my Pikachus and my Mewtwo's. I used all of my hourglasses that I had saved up to this point, which was like 10 packs worth. Did a 10-pack pull for the Pikachus. Now, mind you, I didn't really pull on Pikachu all that much prior to this. I was primarily pulling on Charizard because I got lucky with Pikachu and Mewtwo early to get the, the illustrations. I did a 10 pull on the Pikachu cards and literally only got 2 new cards off of the entire 10 pull. 2 new cards in a set that I'm missing a ton of. Literally only got 2 new cards. One of them wasn't even an EX. It was like a normal, like uncommon. No. But the thing is, and people have been saying that. I've been seeing arguments for this because it is a gacha game, right? It's bound to happen. But the difference is, I think the pack pulls, like where you trade in your duplicates, and then you can, or like if you pull a bunch of duplicates, you get like your pack points that you could then spend on other things. The pack points are fucked up. They should be way cheaper, or there should be a way in which you can trade in like 5 duplicate commons to get like 1 pack point. Because if you are not paying and you are choosing to not pay at all, I feel
those points aren't for you.
No, but that's not the fucking point.
Can I say something?
No, you can't. No, because
as someone who plays gacha games,
he's really pissed. You gotta be careful.
I literally stream a Honkai Star Rail for a living. I'm not telling you this.
No.
Just listen. No. This is important. This is literally it. With Honkai Star Rail, because people are like, he's angry. I am actually angry about this because I love the Pokemon TCG, and I think it's kind of crazy that they're doing this. In Honkai Star Rail, right, if you get duplicates of a certain character, there are at least other good things that you can put the stuff that you're getting, like the currency that you're getting from those characters, you can build out other things with those characters. Albeit like constellations, like light cones, whatever that you're constantly building into, relics, whatever. Like there's enough things to spend your stuff on, even if you're not spending money, where if you are doing your free pulls, it's at least benefiting you in some way, unless you're like a whale that just wants to have every character and collect everything. I don't want to collect everything. I don't care about getting every EX. I don't care about getting every illustration. I'm literally looking for like uncommons and a couple rares. And I think the good thing is that when they end up putting in trading, that'll probably be good for me because that's the stuff that I'm missing. And I'm assuming that they're probably not going to have trades for like gold EXs or whatever. But the actual stuff that you are getting back from the packs and the drop rates themselves are abysmal in this game. And again, I'm saying this, I also feel crazy that I'm on this side of this argument because I am like a staunch Pokemon defender. Like notoriously, I have talked about this. I love Pokemon Company. I love playing the Pokemon games. Like I talk about this all the time on the show. But this particular game has actually upset me with the amount of stuff that you have to do as someone who is a free player and what you end up getting if you end up pulling duplicates. I feel like there needs to be at least one other way to trade in stuff, and they need to do something else with like the shine currency because I am never spending any of that. And my guess,
it's stupid.
It's like for the flares, nobody is using flares. Nobody. And if you do, I'm not gonna like even the way the flare works, I think is kind of bullshit because you need to go 4 levels up. Yeah. And then once you do that, you have the gold, and then you have like the bubbles, and then you have the stars, and then you have the grass one. So like if I have a grass deck that I want to have cool grass flare on, I have to get 4 of every grass. It's ridiculous.
It's all except the.
And I thought the flares were gonna stay there. They like disappear when you play the card.
No, there's some.
I don't like that.
There's some
do
that are like literally just.
There's some that stay.
Time. Yes.
Yeah. So
but then there's most are you
okay, I
play
didn't
and
know
goes
that.
off. And like if you have a high rarity card, you only need to trade in 1 to get the flare. But like all the other ones, you need multiple copies.
And so to bring things back to Ricky, where you were like saying, "Oh, you thought I was like paying." No, I literally for a day had my phone with me while I was doing other stuff and was playing matches online and leveled up like twice because I wanted to get enough hourglasses to at least see if I can get something. And I haven't gotten anything at all for like over a week and a half off of daily pulls. And it's at a point where like I love the Pokemon TCG. I have had so much fun with this Pocket app, but it's now at a point where it's like, dude, I have to just like stop playing for a while because to me it's like it's just diminishing returns at this point. I haven't had anything good, and it's actually aggravating in a way that like I never would have expected it to be.
I think
it's a skill issue.
Like the PvP.
No, but the game itself, how is
like it was a long rant just to really kind of circle back to that, right?
I don't like how it's 20 card decks.
I agree.
20 card decks, and the card pool is like.
Yeah, the card pool is pretty shit.
I talked about this on McDare's stream. I can't stand how it pretty much eliminates every single other type of deck in the main TCG. There's no mill decks. There's no like bench.
Oh no! I mean that's gonna no. You can't do that because that's what happens in Duel Links. Like that's just a way when you truncate.
It'll happen eventually.
Like yeah,
but the truncated version of the TCG, I have no problem with. In fact, I like that. Like for me, playing the game, even if you're like, oh, okay, here's the same Pikachu and Mewtwo deck I've battled 100 times and I've beaten 100 times. Like that to me doesn't bother me because like I know how to beat them. It's like free EXP for me. I don't really care. But like, so again, it's not like the diversity of the meta itself that's bothering me. It's literally the amount of time spent, even as someone who is playing and not spending any money. I feel like in other gacha games, in your Genshins, in your Honkai Star Rails, right? In multiple other gacha, I would even argue in One Piece Treasure Cruise, they give you better things if you're like a free player. Which is nuts.
You're not about to compare this game to no fucking gacha game.
Roger, like the point I was trying to kind of come around on before was like that there was a reason for that, and it's like when you're getting a card in Pokemon TCG, that's it. There's no star levels for it. There's no gear. There's no constellations. The reason
the resource you collected in the one.
Yeah, it's obfuscation of the fact that you're not getting a lot when you don't spend money. Like it's like, oh look, you got like 20 sparkles and 50 special runes. Like it's just to mask the fact that you're getting nothing.
It seems like a healthy mobile game in the fact that it's almost like they don't want you to play it for a long time. They want you to play it when you're taking a shit, and that's it.
Yeah, I found like that's my problem with it right now because like I don't really battle in it. Like at first,
I only
it's
collect.
so new, but right now I'm just collecting, and I'm at the point now where I've pretty much gotten everything. So now I'm just opening up the app when it's giving me the notification I have a
notification. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, the only thing for the points is like cards, like you said. So like as a free-to-play player, yeah, you're not getting a lot because those points exist for the people that are spending. Like it's not really for free-to-play players. You'll get there eventually. but like it's for the
was gonna
people that are spending
compare
hundreds or
to-
thousands of dollars to do something with the hundreds or thousands of duplicates that they get compared to, the probably double digits that you're getting.
Well, I was gonna pair
Isn't
that
there
to
a
is, like-
limit too on
Sorry,
how
wait,
much
hold
you can
on,
spend in
hold
a
on real
day?
fast,
I'm
hold
sorry
on.
to cut you off.
So
Yeah.
in like Grand Blue is like the game I'm playing on another monitor right now, and that has a spark system. So basically, as you're pulling, you're getting sparks, and once you build up every spark, you get up 1 spark per pull. Basically, you build up 300 of those. You do 30-10 pulls, or yes, and then you can pick any character you want on the banner. That's what those things remind me of, more so than like the way it works in like Honkai or Zenless, where it's like you're slowly building this stuff. You can grab other things, you build up over time, because like when the banner switches, those points go away. So when they put out a new expansion, those points you have go away. So the idea is you save up as much as you want. Like as you keep pulling, you save those up, and eventually you get something big, like one big thing. If you're saving the whole time as a free-to-play player,
Sure.
While the whales, like Warcham said and you said, they just spend a ton and they can grab whatever they want.
Yeah,
But it's like a thing that you have to just
seems
build up and commit to.
There's stark differences to me though. Like obviously in this fucking game, like you can get anything for free. Like when you get that free pull and you get a goddamn full art,
you get that
God
pack.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. Like I love that aspect.
Hold on, buddy. I'm just saying, you comparing this shit to gacha games. When in the gacha game, you can you pull for exactly what you want. You can see it right in front of you. You might have to do some shit to get some resources, but you can still do it. In this game, you pull whatever the fuck, get whatever the fuck, whenever the fuck. Maybe you're not always lucky, but the opportunity to get any card is right there every single day for free. Like it's not the same. I wouldn't compare how you get cards in this game to like a character in a fucking gacha game. It's not the same at all to me.
But I would in the sense that if you were talking in sense of making the decks, right? Go ahead.
How are these people gonna make money if they give you all the pack points for free off your free pool?
They're not.
Okay,
I'm not
there we
saying
go.
that's not what I'm saying though. What I'm saying is that
I'm saying you don't like the pack point system, but I'm saying they're pretty generous. Off rip.
No,
like, let's just keep it 1,000.
The pack point system initially, right, when you're initially playing through the game is good because I've used them to get good cards that I needed. But the problem was that once you are at a point where you're like, I need a card for a deck that's just like a uncommon or like a rare, I think that's where trading is actually going to come into play and like be really helpful. And I think because that meta hasn't been added yet and they haven't implemented trading, it's at like a frustrating point where then I'm using these daily pulls looking for literally like wonder picks have been ass for me too. I've gotten very unlucky with wonder picks. And I also feel like it's crazy because almost everybody has had the exact same feeling that everybody else seems to be having in this call,
Okay,
which is like
hold on. Ass is crazy, Big Dad. You're capping like shit, buddy.
Blaine?
Yes, bro. Blaine is aggro.
For fire?
You immediately fucking nigga up. You ain't gotta set up fucking 10 energies on your Charizard in the back.
I think Moltres Charizard are just way stronger.
Come right out the gate doing damage.
I'll say straight up, I saw it and I was theory crafting it, but then I thought like I just play these two. I haven't played against it, so maybe like there's something I'm not seeing. But
Blaine is not ass. I'll tell you that right now.
I like the speed of Blaine.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Blade is good.
You go out your fucking rapid ass turn 2 and you use Blaine.
I think every trainer card is mostly pretty good.
1 energy.
Yeah, I feel like
Brock, I don't think Brock's that good.
Brock is the only bad one, but if you're playing,
hold on, Golem kind of.
But if you're playing, that's what I was about to say. If you're playing Golem,
Golem is kind of demonic.
I think Onyx is also pretty good. If Onyx only costed like 1 less energy for his attack, that card would be crazy.
He'd be busted.
I guess whenever I play, it's like the same decks. That was my complaint last time. Is like I kind of wish they had more cards like, compared to Master Duel when that launched because there's just
you just gotta wait like 3 weeks, man.
That's what I was gonna say. Roger, I don't think trades are gonna fix the thing. Like, I don't think they're gonna actually matter as much as you think they're gonna matter. Like, for
me, I think they will because again, I already have the decks I want, and I can easily build out other decks, and I'm having fun with the actual game itself. It's like the collection aspect is what I'm finding to be fun.
Like, I hope you are not under the impression that you will be able to trade at will.
Wait, what do you mean?
Because I hope you don't think that they were going to allow you to trade as many cards as you want every day, no matter what. Because
of course not. No. You'll probably have a limit of like a trade a day or whatever.
No. I think you will be able to trade with one person a card a day.
That's fine. I have literally a girlfriend in my house that plays the game regularly that has lots of duplicates that did spend money on the game that I could literally just trade with. Like that aspect is not a problem for me at all. To have some, and also I have all of you. Literally, I have all of you. At any point, we can just be in Japan and be like, oh, play, you know.
What I'm saying is, I think you'll be able to trade with one. I think you'll be able to trade once a day.
Yeah, but that's fine. Again, like that's totally fine.
I'm just saying it still doesn't. I don't know if that directly solves your.
That for sure does. Yeah, because if I need like 6 that absolutely does. If I need 6 Kanto Pokemon left, which is like what I need to get the Mew illustration right now, and I've only been on free pulls, and I just need like Poliwrath and I don't know what the other ones are.
It's
but like, I have a list of them.
in a week.
Right. Then in a week, in a week, in a week, I'm like, cool, I got my Mew, whatever. But instead, what has happened is I've been playing regularly, doing pack openings 3 times a day, whatever, using the hourglasses, leveling up, playing the games, everything, pulling on packs, hoping that I'm getting like a rare or an uncommon, not even looking for the EXs, just because that's the thing that I need to get that Mew illustration, and it's still been nothing. And I'm still getting duplicates of stuff when I'm missing basic other common, uncommon, and like rare things that I would have used for the pack points, but I used the pack points, as you guys were explaining earlier, in the way that I felt I was supposed to use them, which is you save up for one that you know is going to be a really difficult pull, and you get that one, so then you don't have to like constantly be pulling over and over again.
What if they do the thing where you're not allowed to
I actually feel you, Roger.
You get where my like bothers.
But isn't that circumvented?
From an emotional standpoint, if you sit there and save up 24 hourglasses and get 5 Psyducks in your pool,
that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Someone's got to go at that point. Exactly.
Not to say that they're going to do this. What I'm saying is that. Like it is also a very common practice, and I don't know what another game I play does this, and I can't think of it right now. But it's you can't trade it unless you've gotten it yourself.
I don't think they're gonna do that though, because that would defeat. Why would
dumb.
you? If that was the case,
like, unless so fucking funny.
Like, basically, it's the thing of like, oh, I need a copy of this because I have 12 Farfetches, right? Or what's it called? I need 13, but I have a Farfetch, like that kind of thing. Or it's like I have a Mewtwo, I need a second Mewtwo for my deck.
I could see them not letting you trade.
So trading is only for deck building,
playset,
and not collecting.
Oh, I could see that. Okay, I could see that.
Like
but it's not going to be something where it's like,
if you need a Pikachu, right? You have to at least have pulled your own Pikachu, because I can trade you copies, but I can't trade you a card that you haven't pulled yourself.
I will tell you this right now. If that does end up being the case, I'm fucking uninstalling this piece of shit immediately. I will tell you right now.
Why are you relying
I
on
will
trading
uninstall that piece of shit right there. Because if that is, I'm saying this as somebody who loves it, I am uninstalling this piece of shit. That is actually genuinely absurd.
The game is perfectly playable without trading, though. What are you saying?
I understand. But what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, I am completely okay playing the same meta and playing all the same stuff against the same decks because I'm constantly winning and getting my EXP.
I highly doubt that.
When you literally have Pokemon Go, being able to trade things that you don't have, you just need enough Stardust to do it. If trades are somehow you can use like the flare stuff on. You have the flare stuff that I'm never going to use. Like if there's some type of currency,
that's what I'm saying. There has to be some.
But that's fine with me. That's fine. If there's a caught, I don't care. That's fine. Because I play enough and I enjoy the base game enough where if it's something that I can earn, I'm happy to play more of the game if I know that is something that is relatively achievable. But if it is some bullshit that like you need to pull this card yourself to be able to trade for this card, and it's like an uncommon or a rare, that's what I'm saying. But that's what you don't say. That does not make sense. I will uninstall the game.
That would be full stop.
I need everyone to realize. I don't think we need to cut this into 2 episodes.
No, it's gonna be a long episode.
We haven't talked about
sit the fuck down and deal with it. It's gonna be 1 episode, all right? Just relax.
Okay.
We're talking about the Game Awards. Relax.
Well, I was gonna say, Roger. Hey, Roger. You know what I've been playing?
We'll get there when we get there.
Hey, Roger, do you know what I've been playing?
What have you been playing, Tito?
Back to free to play.
Hey, Roger, you know what game I've been playing?
What, some Final Fantasy 14 bullshit where you're promoting your show.
No, you
sit the
fucking
fuck
moron.
down.
I've been
We're
playing
talking
Game
about
of the Year,
the
not
Game
Game
Awards.
Balatro, you dickhead.
Okay, we'll talk about Balatro and we're doing Game of the Year thing. I'm not doing this right now. All right, the Game of the Year nominations got announced. We now know our 6 nominees for Game of the Year, one of which Tito was playing, which was Balatro. Okay, the 6 games nominated for Game of the Year this year.
5 games.
It's 6 games. Why are you even doing this? I
5
swear to
games
God.
and 1 expansion.
Just literally, just end your virtual life in Final Fantasy 14, please. All right, this is it. Astrobot, Balatro, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree.
Click with my mouse for Roger.
Metaphor Refantasio, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. What is the 6th game again? I already said Elden
Black
Ring.
Myth
What's the
Wukong.
sequel? Thank you. And Black Myth Wukong. Those are our 6 nominees for Game of the Year. Now, please, War Champ, go on ahead. Do you think that Elden Ring should have been eligible? Go ahead.
No.
Okay, explain.
If they want to make a category for like best game update or something, sure. I don't understand why you would.
There is technically a thing for updates, the community update thing.
Yeah,
Let's community
support
support.
or ongoing game.
Is anybody even taking the Game Awards seriously enough to give a fuck that Elden Ring is there again? I don't give a goddamn.
Yeah, I'm only watching for the commercials.
Joke. I don't give a fuck.
Nah, you know there's people that give a fuck about that shit.
Yeah, I know. Sound like some of y'all.
Yeah, and they weigh like 652 pounds.
Oh my god. My hands are up for that. I didn't say that.
That
was
is mad.
Really
That's
fucking
true.
reload exists.
I just want to understand why they
Yeah.
felt the need to do that.
I'm going to be
Because-
real. Money. That's why.
Yeah,
That's why.
Same reason
I-
Multiverse is up there for fighting game of the year again. Get
Yeah.
that bullshit out of my face. That
Yeah,
shit was ass.
I think
That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
Hold on. That's
That
fucking
game is
insane.
not.
Considering that Under Night 2 and fucking Rivals 2 came out this year.
They really just said fuck Under Nights.
Because I definitely agree that on one hand, I understand why people are upset about the Elden Ring thing, right? Because like Elden Ring, in order to get to the part of the game that is Shadow of the Erdtree, you have to play through a substantial amount of Elden Ring. It's not like
What's wrong with that?
it's just like well, no. But what I'm saying is, say for there's nothing wrong with that. But say for example, like with Torna, right, or with some of the other like Xenoblade expansions.
It's not a chunk of standalone content.
Right.
It is
You
an
can
extension.
just start that immediately. Right. This is an extension of something else. And so I've seen that as the argument. But I've also seen people who were upset about Elden Ring getting nominated and then being like, oh, but this is so unfair because Future Redeemed didn't get nominated or Phantom Liberty didn't get nominated.
I need
but the fact of
everyone
the matter
that tweeted
is,
that to know something.
yeah,
A Xenoblade game will never win Game of the Year. Okay,
it literally just got nominated 2 years ago, though.
it's not gonna
Xenoblade
win
Chronicles 3.
ever,
No.
ever.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, whether that's true or not, right? I think the thing is there are a lot of people who are upset that it seems like they changed the rules and bent the rules for Elden Ring. And the thing that I don't understand, which is I also think where Shofu's coming from, and I think where you're coming from, Zeph, is like I watch award shows, they are always rigged. People always pay for
Yeah,
these
of
things.
course.
There's
That's
like,
what I'm
there's
saying.
literally, if you live in Los Angeles, there are always around Oscar season giant for your consideration billboards that these companies pour lots of money into to get their movies and to get their actors
I
nominated.
have a
for
fun
things.
fact that I found out the other day.
Go ahead.
I guess technically last week. So Golden Joystick Awards happened, right? And that's 100% fan voted, right?
Sure.
So every award that was won there, a fan voted one award. When I was looking at the FAQ for the Game Awards because of the DLC shit that Jeff added, I also stumbled across that the voting for the Game Awards is 10% fan voted, 90% jury voted.
Right. Which it is. And I think there's a lot of people who don't know that about it, which is a big reason why I was kind of surprised Black Myth Wukong was there. Because the judging board, well, and actually this goes into something else, which I'll explain. The judging board that voted for Black Myth Wukong to be Game of the Year, right? Most of them were on the record saying, that game actually, I don't really think it's as good as people are saying it is. It rated below a lot of other games this year. Things like Infinite Wealth rated better, Persona rated better. So on one hand, you're thinking, okay, well, this jury that said that these other games were better voted in Black Myth, which I feel like is kind of like a player's choice kind of game this year. Lots of people have played it and enjoyed it. It's got a huge player base. It's a great game, right? What I found interesting afterwards was that Black Myth Wukong obviously has a major release in China, and this happens to be the first year the Game Awards is ever being telegraphed in China. It's going to be televised in China for the first time this year. And the jury,
Roger, I have the real reason.
Wait, no, but listen. The jury board this year is also an international jury board. So even though North American reviewers did not necessarily love Black Myth Wukong, internationally it did very, very well, which is what got it into Game of the Year.
Okay, I have the real reason.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's because Kojima told Jeff that he loved Black Myth Wukong.
And that's why I put it in.
Exactly.
Look, look, bro.
Actually, I would buy that. I'd buy that.
Award shows, I don't, just like Shofu said, them shit's trash. 50 Cent didn't win a single fucking Grammy the year he got nominated, bro. I don't trust none of this shit, bro.
won over Kendrick Lamar.
Bro,
I think 50 Cent
Get
should win
Richard
Game of the Year.
Dion didn't win a single fucking Grammy, okay? Get
What'd
the
you say
fuck
about,
out of here with all this
what'd you say
bullshit,
about
bro.
50 Cent, Zeph?
I think he should win Game of the Year.
You think 50 Cent should win game? Wasn't there a 50 Cent game a couple years
I don't
ago?
care. He himself
You
should
talk
win the
about,
prize.
Def
Blood
Jam?
on the Sand.
No. 50 Cent has an
No,
actual
50
game.
Cent had a
No,
game.
or you talk about his
Blood
actual
on the
game?
Sand. Yeah,
His
Blood on the
actual
Sand.
game. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
then never mind.
He's got two
Yes,
games,
the answer to
actually.
the question is yes, but I just wanted to clarify which one you were talking about.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other thoughts on the Game of the Year stuff?
I mean,
No.
Wait,
That's-
are we
there's
going to do
another
our own that's going to
category.
be better?
Well, we can. I was going to ask sort of what you guys think you want to win in each category as we're going through these.
I mean, I
'Cause
think
feel like
Rebirth is
that
winning
might be
Game of the Year,
fair.
right?
Where's the category so I can?
I hope
show
to
my
God
view?
Rebirth is. I don't
doubt.
think Rebirth is a lock. To be fair, I want Rebirth to win. I don't think Rebirth necessarily is a lock.
I think Rebirth is a lock.
Pardon
I think
me?
Bellatrix should win.
I also think Bellaccio.
How is
Bellatrix would be cool.
Bellatrix
I'd be
up
happy if Bellaccio won.
for?
Yeah.
Explain that to me, because I'm seeing Bellatrix.
Do your own
I
research.
think I
Rebirth.
think it had the biggest.
So how does
global
that make sense?
Effect purely because it got a mobile game. So I think, and it's also just a really high quality game. I don't know.
Bellaccio's whole PR campaign is just play it, and then like everybody who plays it goes, I get it. That's how you know a
understand it
game is
now.
You
good.
can play it
They
on
have
your
no
phone. You
marketing.
don't even need PC.
I do think it's kind of cool though that if Bellatrix was to win, because Bellatrix, I saw the developers mention that the game itself is a smaller file size than the trailers they upload for it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of crazy. Yeah.
I think Bellatrix won something at Golden Joystick. I can't remember. Let me look it up really quick.
The only game I actually think should deserve, because it's also nominated for joysticks, is Helldivers.
I voted for everything that Helldivers was in because it made the most sense.
Yeah, I mean,
I heard the
Helldivers,
most about
everything
that. It's
that's
just kind of quiet now.
By the way, Bellatrix won Best Indie at Joystick.
Oh,
Nice.
which it'll probably, to be fair, it's going to win Best Indie at the Game Awards too. That's like a lock.
It's like slapping a sticker onto it.
That's all the Game Award shows.
I don't know. I just feel like it's so high quality compared to other indie games out now.
It's a bunch of circle jerking prestige. I honestly think Helldivers 2 would have done like so much better if Sony hadn't blown its own leg off with that fucking game.
Or you had to log in with your PlayStation account or whatever.
All they had to do was say nah, and that game would have like just coasted.
that
As
game would have got Game of the
three
Year
of the
noms
year.
all over the place for sure.
Yes.
People wouldn't stop talking about it for months.
Yeah, for months
and then that
people were
happened.
super into it. Yeah.
I'm gonna.
You still have to do that?
Yes.
Game Awards.
That's funny.
You still what?
Have to log
They
in.
have a PlayStation
No, you
thing,
don't.
and then they
No,
took
you
it out of some reasons, didn't they?
No, you
Still
don't.
take it out of
I'm
some
playing it
reasons,
right
or
now.
did they change it?
No. They got rid of the login and they stopped selling the game entirely in some regions,
Yes.
Okay.
which is the part they didn't say out loud.
That makes the most
Because-
amount of sense.
Because the rationale was like, well, it's one or the other. And that's
See,
that's a publisher thing. That's not a dev thing, obviously.
See, while we're on the topic of the Game of the Year debate, though, like, as cool as it would be for Bellatrix to win, and as much as I want Rebirth to win, and I think it should win, I honestly think the votes are going to split between Rebirth and Metaphor, and I think it's actually going to go to Astrobot. I feel like
I also
Astrobot
think Astrobot should win.
because
I would be very
Astrobot to
happy with
me,
Astrobot winning.
Astrobot seems like a safe pick that's just gonna kind of make everybody happy. That like it's a fun little platformer game. I think like it's a well-made game. It's a quick kind of single-player game. It's something that primarily is not on like PlayStation platforms. I've seen a lot of people saying that they really enjoyed it, that they liked it more than even other Mario games, and I feel like that would be kind of cool. There's not like I think if Astrobot wins, that seems like the safest thing in which people are going to agree on the game of the year. Whereas I think you're going to get like again a JRPG split with Rebirth and Metaphor. I also don't think there's a while it got nominated, I don't think there's a single chance that Shadow of the Erdtree wins. So that was another reason why I was like, why are people so angry about this? Because it's not going to win.
Real fast though, because you say that, but then remember the year It Takes Two got nominated and it won.
Right, but but that year was garbage. That year comparatively, if you look at this year and that year in the Game Awards, they're kind of similar, but like the year that It Takes Two won. I'm going to pull this up real quick. The Game Awards that
I
year.
remember what I'm pissed
off about. That was an off year. Oh,
I remember what I'm fucking pissed off about.
Say it while I
Why
pull
the
this up.
fuck is Plucky Squire in Best Debut Indie? Why?
What is your vendetta against Plucky Squire?
That game is
it's
fucking
a cool looking game.
No, it's not.
Oh my god.
Wait, visually, hold on. You're retconning reality. Visually,
No.
that game looks cool.
No,
we
it's
know.
not.
We
I
know.
played it. I played it. It's not.
No, Coach, you're ignoring
Oh,
what
like-
he's saying. He's saying
No,
it's
I'm
a
not.
looking game.
No.
No.
It's got
His
nothing
bias,
to do with
his
how
bias
it
is
plays
eating
or
away
how
his
it
brain.
feels.
You both are missing the point of what he's saying, which is that
I'm-
it's so shit that it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
That's a different point.
Just because something is shit doesn't mean you can't acknowledge the good qualities it has. What the fuck?
Right.
And it has zero.
No,
That's
no,
why.
It can't possibly be true.
That's
You bought the
objectively
game,
wrong.
didn't
Okay, but I'm the only one here that played it.
you? Did you buy it?
So I
Did
can
you
say
pay
whatever.
money? Did you pay money to
Yes.
buy it? Why'd you buy
Yes,
it? Why'd you buy it? Why?
Because I had hope that it would be a good game.
Oh, you had
know
hope? Why
what?
did you have hope?
For what reason?
Why did you have hope?
Because it looked interesting.
Oh,
And there it is.
Interesting.
It looked interesting.
That's crazy. Wow.
Because of the premise, not because of the
Wow,
visuals.
bro. Also,
Hello?
someone still has
I don't
something
know.
going for it. If you just
Hello?
spend your money on it.
I also lied about spending money. I played that shit on Game Pass.
What? Why would you lie for no reason?
Oh, he got. Oh,
Now
no, he
you're
got
done.
you.
Now
He got you.
you're
He got you. He
really
got your ass.
Sometimes-
You're done.
Sometimes it's just fun to lie.
You got juke. Ankles broken. God.
That's still spending
All
money.
right.
Also, I looked up while you guys were talking about that. I looked up what else was nominated the year It Takes Two won. Yeah, It Takes Two winning is kind of bullshit because Metroid Dread was that year. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart was that year.
Crazy game.
Resident Evil Village was that year.
Yeah.
And then it was Psychonauts 2 and Deathloop. Those were the other nominees.
Okay, now Roger, look up It Takes Two sales numbers.
Okay, well, it probably not good, is my assumption.
Okay, go look it up.
What are you talking about? What are you
Let's see.
talking about? What are you
Oh
talking
no, it did very well. 20 million units.
It takes two.
It Takes Two won 20 million units.
A lot of people that casually play games really like that
Yeah,
game.
it's a girlfriend game, bro.
Yeah.
Is there an expansion of the year
Is
category?
it-
You
is
would
hating
know
to
that
say
if you
I
had a
hope-
girlfriend,
There's
Roger.
not.
Interesting that you
I
do.
know.
That's crazy.
Is it hating to say that I hope
there
that,
should be, but
that
they
Rebirth
don't.
doesn't win a single award? Is that hating?
Yeah,
That is,
hating.
yeah. I'll kick you off the
Yeah.
show. Be
Yeah.
fair if you say
Why?
that. Just don't ever say that again, and I'll kick you off the show. So don't
What
say
happened?
that.
all it takes?
Wait, what?
So wait.
Wait, so you're
that's
getting
all it
kicked off
takes
the
for you to
show?
Kick me off the show.
You're getting off the show.
But I've
Yeah,
been
you're
begging
gone.
you to kick Fidel off the show for years.
Fidel's not.
He's not even
To be
here.
fair,
He's
he's
not
not
even
here.
here anymore.
You can
Like,
you can
what?
dialogue
He was
with
here
him. The
already.
two of you
He
guys are you're getting
Yeah, for
the
20
He
visitors
was here
He
tonight.
won the battle.
Why are
He
you
won the
like-
battle, Tito.
He
He's
was
gone.
literally here not that long ago.
Bro, he
He
has
was
not
here-
been here for
he
more than
was-
2
he was-
minutes.
It doesn't matter.
He
It
contributed
doesn't
a lot to
matter.
this episode, if you remember.
It does matter. That
Let's
dude is not,
not-
here,
No, it does
like
not
ever.
matter, bro.
He
He can
won.
pop it whatever he likes.
Okay. Look at
That's
hear
a
me
It
out.
is
Hater
hating though. To be
activity,
fair.
McDavid.
All right, I'll
Game
hear
of the
you.
year.
I'll hear you out.
He-
Yeah, yeah,
Game of the
Yeah.
year.
Uh-huh.
I actually want Astrobot to win. Like I'm
That's
actually
fine.
serious.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
mark it down.
About that. That's fine.
Tito for Astro.
Are we
Huh?
going down the line in Discord order?
We're gonna
I'm just
do
saying,
this.
I'm
We might
looking
as
at
well.
all the things that Rebirth is like nominated for. Direction, again, I want Astrobot to win, or Metaphor. That's fine. All the other categories that Final Fantasy Rebirth is in, I'm like, eh.
You don't think it's gonna win best voiceover performance for Brianna, who played Aerith?
Let me see who's in that. Hold
The
on.
dude from Silent Hill, Aerith, and then like nobody else that's of any value.
Let me just look. Let me just look.
Oh my god.
For the category, obviously the actors have value. I just say for this year,
Imagine being a
it's
part
one
of
of
this
the
tag
two.
and saying that shit.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Roger.
I don't mean. I'm just saying that this year it's literally between Brianna and the dude from Silent Hill. The other ones do not matter this year.
What are we saying?
Okay,
right
but
now, dude?
I wouldn't call that. No, but that's not the game getting an award. It's that person.
But it counts. That counts towards the game.
It does not count.
Okay.
It doesn't go on the box.
Sometimes it does.
I've never seen that on the box.
Someone said imagine if one of them will listen to the
Like, for
podcast.
example, score and music, metaphor.
No.
No, hell no.
Absolutely
No,
not.
no.
No way.
Final Fantasy.
No, not even close.
Doesn't Final Fantasy smack them?
I would even
Yeah.
say
100%.
I'm saying this.
Yeah.
As the person who has Metaphor as my personal game of the year, Rebirth soundtrack destroys it. Like it's not even
I
close.
haven't even played Rebirth, and I've played Metaphor.
And Metaphor's got great music, but it's got like
that's the category where if Rebirth doesn't win, I'll genuinely be angry.
Well, the issue is Metaphor has great music, but FF7 is all these already iconic
Oh, maybe that's
songs
what it is. Maybe I don't give a
being
shit.
made
Yeah,
even better.
I don't have nostalgia, so that's
But
probably what it is too.
neither do I. Neither do I. I was gonna say I don't have any nostalgia for Final Fantasy VII.
but the songs
I
are
was a
really
Nintendo
good.
kid.
I don't know. I don't know.
Especially because the soundtrack in that game, there's like 400 music tracks. All of them are a variety of different
I
genres.
still want to know why
Everything is
Smash
good.
didn't win this category.
That is also absurd that Smash didn't
Because
win
they're
that year.
cheating. You can't give it to
No, they're
Smash.
not.
Oh no, they're all new remixes and stuff. That absolutely
Not all
counts.
of them, right?
Well, a lot of them, yeah.
Not
a
all,
lot
but
of
they do a lot of new remixes with people.
I'm
from
going
all over
down.
the
I'm going down
industry,
this list. You know,
Yeah.
art direction.
But wait. But while we're even on score and music, I was gonna say I wouldn't even say Metaphor second. I would have said Stellar Blade second.
No,
if I
that's
wasn't
cap.
gonna vote for Rebirth, I would have voted for Stellar Blade. The music in Stellar Blade's phenomenal.
That's Metaphor hating.
No, it's not. I like the music in Metaphor.
I'm a Metaphor hater, but I wouldn't.
Why?
I don't know.
Like, Stellar Blade has some
I
really
just
good
don't like it.
songs, but I still wouldn't vote it over Metaphor.
I'm not a hater of Metaphor. I just don't care about it at all.
Maybe I need to listen to the Rebirth soundtrack. I haven't heard.
It's
it in a while.
really good. Yeah, I would listen to it.
I've been
'cause it
listening
is very good.
to.
I've never played any of the.
I knew that was the one that was
FF7
carrying
remakes.
for you. I knew.
But I listened to
Well,
the
of course, it
soundtrack.
carries for
Dude, rap.
everybody. Of course, it's a good song. Yeah,
Kingdom Hearts didn't win either. Yeah, that's fair.
that's true.
Best adaptation. It's Arcane. Moving on.
Wait. You gotta go in order. We're going in order. There's a lot of stuff here. Hold on. Just wait.
Wait, no, I'm.
I mean,
going in order.
obviously, no, you're not.
Yeah,
It's,
but
I'm
we
looking at
must
this
have
right
pulled
now.
up and talk about it, kind of stuff.
Oh, we have a different. Yeah. Hold on. Let me.
Oh,
let me
we have
pull
a
up
different. Oh yeah,
Yeah, we have a
okay. You
different
pull it
list.
up. We can talk about it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
fine.
yeah,
Yeah. You pull up the list then. That's fine. Because I was
Okay,
like, I'm on the
I'll show-
website.
okay.
We're going in a completely different order.
We are
Yeah.
we are going in a completely different order. Let me because I'm on Polygon.
I was like, we went from game direction and then it was like into narrative. and
I'm
then-
on Polygon right now. So
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay, let me just. I'm gonna pull it up on Polygon because it's easier for me to read.
Easy. That's fine.
What other expansions came out this year in the meantime?
Dawn Trail.
Yeah, done.
Sure. Come out. Dawn Trail, Diablo Vessel of Hatred, Factorio
Yep.
Space Age,
Wasn't Dawn Trail like
Elden Ring DLC.
Dawn Trail got nominated
Dawn
for best
Trail's
ongoing.
okay.
Dawn
Right?
Trail's okay.
Yeah, Dawn
That's
Trail's
it.
okay.
Like if they just want to feed Elden Ring an award, why didn't they just do an expansion of the year award?
Because Jeff wanted to do it this way.
He wants to give them
Yeah.
the big gold trophy.
But again, he's not even going to give it to them. So
He's
I
doing
feel
this
like,
because the Bill Clinton kid showed up the other time.
oh my God, that was during
he's
Elden Ring.
paying
wasn't it? I
representative,
forgot about that.
Elden Ring, yeah.
Wow, I forgot about that.
This
Yeah,
is reparations.
Could you imagine they get him to present it?
that never happened. Jeff wants that guy dead. I'm pretty sure at some point Jeff would
so
hire a hit on
funny.
that guy.
Name
I
five
guarantee you.
He
The
wants
look
him
on Jeff's
dead?
face. Oh, absolutely. I guarantee you, Jeff, as he holds his pillow before he goes to bed, he wishes for like a car to hit that kid. Guaranteed.
Name 10
100%.
DLCs.
Gets night terrors of him.
You know that kid has like a
Oh,
huge
yeah.
podcast now?
I'm sure he does now, but I'm saying I'm sure Jeff Keighley, a non-zero amount of times, has wished for his death as well.
He
Both
had
things
one of the
could be the
Impractical
same.
Jokers on it.
Well, look, he's not going to have Jeff Keighley on. That's all I'm saying.
Okay,
so
but here's
we did-
All
hold
right,
on,
so
hold
let's
on.
go in order. Okay. So game of the year, we already talked about a bit.
game direction.
Game
Again,
direction.
I like Astrobot here. I'm gonna be honest, but I still don't even know what they mean by this.
Let me see what they hold on. Let me see what I voted for.
Oh,
I don't really know what they
Alright,
mean by
so-
game direction. I'm gonna be honest.
Would you mind when we go to this? Can you read them out?
Sure. So best game, best game direction is Astrobot, Balatro, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Air Tree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Metaphor ReFantazio. So it's 6 for 6, same as the game of the year. Yeah.
Thank you, producer McDareth.
No problem.
So then, what do you guys think for game direction?
I don't really know what this award is supposed to be. So.
Yeah.
Well, it's specifically the description for best game direction is awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in design.
I think I voted Balatro for this.
Okay. I'm not mad at actually that. If that's the definition, I'm not mad at Astrobot or Balatro.
So then the next category after that was best ongoing game,
14,
which is
moving on.
Destiny 2,
Hell no, hold on.
Diablo 4,
No.
Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, and Helldivers 2. Yeah, those are the five.
I actually unironically think it's Helldivers 2.
I think I voted Helldive. Or wait, was Fortnite in this?
Yes, Fortnite.
Yeah,
Okay, I
the
voted
issue is
Fortnite.
with, like, recency hurts this shit so much because people, I think, forgot about Helldivers after all of that stuff.
I mean, it missed the game of the year nomination.
They got Ice Spice in Fortnite right now.
That's what I'm
Great.
saying. That's why I'm
Fortnite
voting.
wins. Fortnite wins. Fortnite wins.
Yeah, I voted Fortnite just because of a lot of its shit.
I think Fortnite has so much.
The Marvel stuff in Fortnite I thought was great too. Like all the stuff they did with Doctor Doom and everything was a lot of fun. Doing Godzilla next. All right, so after that we have best art direction, which is Astrobot, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Air Tree, Metaphor, and Neva, which is that really pretty indie game from the creators of Grease. Best art direction, I actually voted Elden Ring in this category, but I'm fine with anything else. Metaphor, I think would make a lot of sense.
I think I voted for the Persona team's like UI design. It's just so
it's amazing,
iconic.
Yeah,
that like nothing.
I think I voted. What did you just? Elden Ring or Rebirth? I think I voted for here.
Do you think they just wanted Metaphor for Persona 4 Reload, so there weren't 2 Atlas games on here?
I do actually think that having Metaphor hurt Persona 3 Reload. Yeah.
Persona 3's artworks is crazy, but I can now that I think about it, that makes sense why it's on none of them, because it would have been 2 Atlas games in like half these lists.
Yeah.
I also think because it came out so early in the year that they also forgot.
Infinite Wealth Infinite Wealth is the name of it. The Like a Dragon RPG also kind of suffers from the same thing. Came out in like January. Best mobile game was AFK Journey, Balatro, Wuthering Waves, Zenless Zone Zero, and Pokemon TCG Pocket. I also voted TCG Pocket despite my rant earlier. I still voted for TCG Pocket.
You're a hypocrite.
I voted Pocket because I didn't play Balatro on mobile, so
I did, and it's Balatro.
I'm just saying, if I was going to play a card game, I'd rather
imagine it's better
Pokemon than
on mobile.
Clowns. And Balatro probably is a better game, but I just, even despite my issues with the drops in TCG Pocket, I still have had more fun with Pocket, so I'm voting for Pocket.
Yes.
Voted, I should say. Yeah, already did.
Best narrative.
This is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, Metaphor ReFantazio, Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2, one of the most overrated franchises of all time, and Silent Hill 2.
Yeah.
I think I gave this to Metaphor because I'm still a hater of what they've been doing with Rebirth.
That's fair. I also think Rebirth shouldn't necessarily win this category in terms of narrative. I would also really like to see Like a Dragon win, but Metaphor I think is probably the safe bet for this category.
I agree.
This is the one best performance. This is Brianna, who was the voice of Aerith in Final Fantasy, Luke from Silent Hill 2, and then 3 other people that are not as important as the other 2.
I had to Google all these people.
The other 3 here. Jokes aside, the other 3, one is nominated from Life is Strange, one is nominated from the garbage Star Wars game that came out earlier this year, and one is nominated from Hellblade, which again is the most overrated franchise of all time. One of them. So that's why I'm saying.
As an aside, because I know it's completely irrelevant to this particular award, but if we're allowing DLC to be nominated, that God of War DLC was goated. That shit was fire.
I mean, there's a lot of DLC that should be awarded.
Yeah, there's good deals. They could make a DLC category, to be fair.
That God of War DLC was very fucking good. I didn't know I wanted Ragnarok to be a roguelike.
Okay, but have you played the Vampire Survivors DLC?
Yes.
Also very, very good.
Yeah, that's the best thing that I've been playing this year.
Vampire Survivors DLC was really good. Also, early this year, so again, a lot of people forgot about it. I am not the biggest Splatoon fan in the world, but man, the Splatoon 3 DLC was awesome. That was
Very
like
good.
the roguelike tower thing was so much fun.
Yep.
Yeah. So a lot of good ones there. Best score in music. This was the one we already talked about, so we'll skip it. We already kind of mentioned. I guess I'll say the nominees. It's Astrobot, Final Fantasy VII, Metaphor, Silent Hill, and Stellar Blade.
They should all win.
Yeah, they're all great. Best audio. So this is not music. This is just like actual audio design. Was Astrobot, Call of Duty, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Hellblade, and Silent Hill 2.
Good Silent Hill.
I voted Silent Hill.
Yep, there you go. Seems like a good category for it. Best adaptation. This is the one that's pretty much either the Arcane or Fallout category. I don't see it going to the other ones. Yeah, but it's Arcane, Fallout, Knuckles.
Fucking good, man.
Yeah, and Fallout was really good. And also at the time of the voting from the judges, Arcane wasn't finished yet. It was only the first 3 episodes that they were screening.
You want to know fun fact?
Even
you want
3, I think.
You want to know a fun fact, Roger?
Let's hear it.
While I was also doing research on the FAQ,
yeah,
there was a specific line about their voting process that said, "Oh, the voting, or sorry, the submission for things that can be nominated, their deadline ends on November, like 20 something, whatever, like November 20th or whatever, which is the day that the final episodes of Arcane came out.
That's so funny." Well, there you go. Yeah, it's Arcane then. There you go. No doubt about it. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah, Ella Purnell's winning no matter what in that category.
Yeah, she's winning no matter what. Best independent game, we have Animal Well, Balatro, Lorelei, and the Laser Eyes, Neva, and UFO 50. I think this is probably going to be Balatro, but I'd be cool with Animal Well or UFO.
It's cool seeing UFO 50 being on there. I feel like that game didn't get much recognition this year.
Yep.
For something that's been in development for like 10 years.
And the concept behind it is really cool. The idea of like it being a game based around an old lost video game company and like playing through that entire library of games. It's just a cool concept.
I haven't heard of this. I'm looking at the trailer now. This is sick.
It's like the modern version. Yeah. It's the modern version of like Action 52.
What else we got? We got best debut indie game. This is Animal Well, Balatro, Manor Lords, Pacific Drive, and The Plucky Squire.
By the way, if any of you voted Plucky Squire, let me know so I can personally block you. I can personally condemn you.
It's not that serious.
I think this is the episode. This is the entire episode has been seriousness about it's not that serious topics. To be fair, I feel like that's been the whole thing from the beginning. We were talking about the murder victims and then Pokemon and all this. It's crazy. Oh, you better watch your mouth. Okay? You don't want to be next. Anyway, we got most anticipated game.
You can't threaten him.
We got Death Stranding 2, most anticipated game. I'm not going to threaten you. I like you, McDareth. I might threaten Warchamp, though, to be fair. Most anticipated game.
YouTube channel right now. I installed the
back. You did! You did set up, to be fair, you did set up my OBS. So actually, I shouldn't pick on Warchamp. He does have access. Okay, most anticipated game. This, I feel like, is going to be the GTA category, but we've got GTA 6, Metroid Prime 4, Monster Hunter Wilds, Ghosts of Yotai, and Death Stranding 2 on the beach.
I mean, Roger, we know what we voted for. Am I right?
Ghosts of
Yotai. I voted Metroid Prime 4 Beyond for sure.
Oh, fuck. What the fuck?
110%. Unless, did you vote for Death Stranding 2?
Of course.
That would have been my second. I would have voted for that second. But it's a Metroid year. Metroid has never been nominated for most anticipated game. I had to go Metroid. Come on.
I really don't care about Metroid.
Yeah, but it got nominated the year Grand Theft Auto 6. But Grand Theft Auto 6 can be nominated for the next 3 years when that game comes out.
Well, that game's coming out next fall, isn't it?
Only 3?
Yeah, GTA 6 DLC will win Game of the Year in the following year after.
Probably.
I think that game is like 2026.
That game is definitely next year.
Okay.
We'll see. You guys should do stake bets.
No, put your life savings on it.
Put your bank account on it.
Okay.
Put your life on it.
I'll put my life on it.
Fight to the duel.
Why
right
not?
Now.
Let's do it. Let's fight to the death. All right. Anyway, best role-playing game. We got Dragon's Dogma 2, Elden Ring: Shadow of the Air Tree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Like a Dragon: Infinite Wealth, and Metaphor ReFantazio. I voted Rebirth, but I actually think Metaphor could win this one.
This is a stacked category.
It is. Yeah. It's a good year for it.
I think whatever game doesn't win Game of the Year wins this.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree with that. Games for Impact. We have Closer the Distance, Indica, Neva, Life is Strange, Hellblade 2, and Tales of Kenzara Zao. I have not played it, but I actually heard that Tales of Kenzara game was actually pretty good.
That's what I voted for as well.
Oh, there you go. Okay, cool. Content Creator of the Year, we have Shofu, Ricky Cocaine, McDareth, Viram, and Usada Picora.
Okay,
Ricky
here's the
Cocaine.
thing.
No joke, but why is Shofu and you, Roger, not on this list? What's going on?
The fact
You
that
guys
they
are-
say
Shofu
it's
first.
not Kai Sanat 5 times.
Yeah,
It is kind of
looking at
insane.
the
I
list.
agree.
I should be.
Or even,
I
or
agree.
even
Kai should
Speed.
be under
Speed
this.
isn't here.
Speed and Kai should both be on here. Yeah.
Neither of them are here.
The only other dude I knew other than Picora was Queso, and I only know him because of the Burger King tier list thing that we talked about on the show. Otherwise, I would not have known any of the other people.
The reason why it's these five people, Roger, is because, like you said, how the jury is like international.
I guess.
So they're picking more international people instead of just like 5 U.S. based streamers or content creators.
I'd never.
Oh wait,
heard of
is it
anyone on
just
this
it's
list
video
They
game
should get their
streamers?
content up there.
Isn't it just video game streamers? So maybe that's why they're not there.
Bro, Kai
literally with Elden Ring.
playing video games.
I was gonna say the Elden Ring stream from Kai was a huge deal this year.
Yeah, but I don't think.
Queso don't always play
Yeah,
games
true,
either.
but I don't think he's a gaming streamer. You know.
Yeah, he is. He for sure is.
I would.
What has he been spending the last of 28 days doing?
He still plays games on this stream too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a good balance of both.
It's mainly because like the big things that he gets.
I only
posted
watch
out.
sometimes, and he's usually doing some crazy shit.
Yeah,
it's this crazy shit that goes viral.
Yeah,
on his gaming
exactly.
stuff.
I watched him play Elden
He
Ring.
loves Souls. Yeah, he loves the Souls games.
Yeah.
It was fun watching him like beat bosses that he struggled on.
For sure. Best action adventure game, we got Astrobot, Prince of Persia, Silent Hill 2, Star Wars Outlaws, which is a travesty that it's even in this category, and then Echoes of Wisdom. Those are the 5.
I voted Helldivers because that's the epitome of action.
Because that's the game I played.
And it's not nominated in this category for action adventure. There's no Helldivers.
I heard action.
I voted for
action.
I'd vote for Astrobot here.
Astrobot.
Yeah. Someone said, "Where's Concord?"
Biggest flop category is where that is.
We have a
best
big flop category. I think we should have that.
That would actually
No,
be fire if they
Can
made a
we
biggest
make,
flop
can we
category.
make awards that are also game awards, but like biggest flop, worst
Literally,
music?
that's literally
We do
what
that.
I'm doing this.
Okay,
That's
bet.
yeah, we
I'm
do that.
literally
Yeah,
setting that up.
yeah. We're definitely
best
doing
action.
that. Best action is Black Myth Wukong, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Helldivers, Warhammer, and Stellar Blade.
It's Helldivers.
Yeah,
I
think
voted
it's just
Helldivers.
pretty safely Helldivers.
It's Helldivers.
So I think
clear.
it should be Helldivers, but Wukong has a good chance. It's like Wukong in China was kind of crazy. So
Yeah.
I think
If it's anything else, I
Wukong
think it'd be
pops up,
Wukong.
it has somewhat
I think
of a chance.
this category is literally the definition of what Helldivers is.
Correct. I agree. It is an action game, like to the
When
utmost.
I vote for these awards, I literally look at the description of the awards and not like what my biased opinion would be.
Yeah.
Best fighting.
So this is the thing where I'm like shocked that more people weren't talking about this and were instead talking about Elden Ring. So the nominees for best fighting game were Sparking Zero, Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising, Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection.
Yeah, that's also crazy. Being on there.
Multiverses, which is insane. Multiverses. Absolutely insane.
Chill out.
So it's
Chill
two
out.
fighting games versus collection.
And Tekken 8.
In 12 years, I've never heard Shofu
Tekken
laugh
8.
like that. This category is a joke.
You know how I'm laughing at? What's that fucking Hook Gang God meme, bro?
Oh, the fucking my dog get top 32.
That's the same laugh that I had.
The fucking eagle laugh he does. Hold on, let me see if I can find that.
Multiverses? Why is
Y'all
it on
know
here?
about Hook? I didn't know y'all knew Hook.
What the fuck?
Is this
What the
I
fuck?
don't know everything in the world, bro.
All of us
I
are
thought
fighting
I
game
thought you
players,
did
bro.
this.
Of course we
I
know
should
who
have
Hook
assumed.
is.
I should have assumed you would know.
We are.
Ricky be like, y'all fuck with Street Fighter? I didn't know that.
Unironically, we are a group of highly intelligent, informed individuals. Oh God!
Fuck out of here,
Right, but that doesn't.
Except for today.
It's only when we're all in the same room that there's problems.
That's when
Bro,
stupidity
some of us,
occurs.
some of us
That's
were
true.
live. Some of us were alive and watched the live grudge match between Viscant and
That
Oh,
shit
man.
was so
God.
good.
and watched the greatest the single greatest grudge match.
One day you're gonna want to forget about me.
Multiverse makes sense because the voting base is so casual. Let me tell you something, bro. In no capacity, casual or not, is that game anything we should be talking about? Turn it off.
Also,
delete it.
As a reminder, Multiverses won last year.
That's what I said.
It was
what is he
nominated
doing?
for
It was
this
a
last
beta.
year and
How do you,
won.
how do you
And it was a
win?
beta.
How do you win an open beta, go away for a year, come back, and act like you didn't win that shit? What's going on? How much money they got to be spending on this type of shit?
They farming them award.
They got some WB money.
No, they got Multiversus Community Edition, and now they got Multiversus Profit Edition.
This is crazy as fuck.
I'm more upset about the collection being
I found the video.
Unironically, I want it to be Grand Blue, but my unironically actually as well, I want it to be Dragon Ball.
I think Dragon Ball's winning.
Dragon Ball's
I think
pretty-
Dragon Ball's
No
It's
way.
either Dragon Ball or Tekken 8.
Against Tekken 8, there's simply no way.
No, Roger. I don't think it should win. I think it should be Tekken or Grand Blue, but I think Dragon Ball's winning.
I also agree Dragon Ball's gonna win.
The reach of Dragon Ball is huge.
Yeah,
I think it's
Dragon Ball.
because Dragon Ball has the giant reach. It has recency bias, and then there's Tekken 8's like sour taste that has been put in people's mouth with the recent updates it's been putting out and stuff.
What were the recent updates? I didn't even know there was a problem.
A good chunk of the player base is not liking the game right now.
Oh.
Well, it's that, and then so when they released, I can't remember her name, but the second DLC, she came with a stage, and it was concluded. Heihachi, when he released, they showed off this new cool stage they made, but it's not included. You have to buy it separately. People were very upset about that. That was like the
Get your
big
money
turning point.
There's also the case that traditional fighting games just generally they don't sell as well as the more laid back ones like Sparking Zero. Like Tekken.
I will
Tekken's
go out of
huge,
my
but-
way to debunk that in a later date.
What are you debunking?
That traditional fighters do not sell as well as arena fighters.
I mean,
I
the
think
main
right
ones that do is like Smash. Well, you want full traditional, it's like Mortal Kombat.
Well, Street Fighter.
Yes.
Street Fighter sells really well.
It sells, but it's not selling like that.
Mortal
It's
Kombat.
not
is
selling
the
like
best-
Smash Brothers,
the
but I mean,
best-selling
it's like
title.
the second best-selling fighting game of all time.
Anyways, I will
Right?
provide the information at a later date.
Street Fighter 2, Roger. Street Fighter 2. The other ones are even up then.
Oh, I guess that's true.
Hold on.
Okay, we got
I'll try to find this thing.
innovation and accessibility was Call of Duty, Diablo, Dragon Age, Prince of Persia, and Star
Yeah.
Wars.
For this, I think I'm the only one that did research on this because
Yes.
a lot of people don't care about this shit.
Yep.
Surprisingly, the game that should win this and I think is going to win this is Star Wars Outlaws.
Really? So why exactly?
I looked over everything. I think the only game that came close to Star Wars Outlaws in terms of the amount of innovation and accessibility features and the quality of them is Black Ops. Because Black Ops had some cool feature that it automatically does things for you in the game if you're not able to input them physically. So it'll vault over things for you. It'll traject what path you want to go into the map if you're not able to move the control stick or anything like that, or sprint or anything, and it you can combine them all in one. So it kind of helps you with your movement if you're not able to play. And then there's this, you know how a lot of games have the feature now where it'll put a stroke or a color over objects so that colorblind people can differentiate them better.
Oh, sure.
Black Ops has a way more improved version of that where you can select different types of colors. You can select patterns as well. And you can adjust the what's the word I'm looking for? How specific contrast of the colors is along with the type of color. It's really detailed for colorblind people. But other than that, a lot of them are just very generic features that we've all seen before. But Star Wars Outlaws had the most abundant amount of them, and were super detailed. There was there was something with cutscene audio where it's it adjusts spatial awareness, not awareness, but you know how there's spatial audio. It'll adjust it not only in place of where your character is, but like you can like manually move it to where you would want to be, or like where you would hear it better or something like that. I don't know how to explain it, but like it's something I've never seen before. There's just a lot of stuff. Like they list everything. All of them you can find online, but Outlaws is 100% the winner.
I'm glad that game was good at something. That's good. Happy to hear that. Then.
Correction, Street Fighter 5 is also on here. It got tied. I put it in the chat. This is like highest selling fighting games, but it includes Smash and some Arena Fire that had very high sales.
Right on.
I've only
best
played
five
Diablo 4 had a lot of accessibility features I was surprised by.
Yeah, it actually did have a lot of them.
So
I think the worst one on there was like Dragon Age, I think was the worst one on there.
In terms of features?
Yeah, like it just wasn't like you know what one of their features was? It was like features, cutscenes. I was like, what?
Cutscenes.
Titles on cutscenes.
Yeah, it was like its accessibility features was like were cutscenes. I was like, okay, you do you, man.
I feel like they put Dragon Age here to put it on there somewhere because that game unfortunately does not deserve to be on anything.
By the way, Shofu, you had the cipher playing in the background.
Whoa, who said that was the cipher, bro?
I literally just heard it on the stream.
Okay. You don't know what song that was.
Oh, maybe.
What the fuck?
Maybe, I guess not. I don't know what that was then. Anyway, best community, we have Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, Helldivers, and No Man's Sky. Any preferences here?
Yes,
I think
I honestly, I actually think it's Helldivers 2. Helldivers 2 is very the devs are so like they basically retooled like almost the entirety of the game after the whole like they had like a whole 90-day plan of release of steady patches. They do regular surveys in like the official Discord for player feedback.
Cool.
And most importantly, they kind of like Helldivers is a game that, unlike most games, literally cannot work unless you have an active community. Like the game is predicated on people actively playing the game and interacting with it all the time. And so they understand that and are actively like
that's why I wanted to vote for it, but I ultimately gave it to Baldur's Gate. I was very torn between the two, but Baldur's Gate's like they've added a whole like modding thing for the community, kind of like what Bethesda does for their games. They added like more difficulty, like just more options to how you can approach and play their game.
They made new evil endings, so they evil character. There's new endings for you.
Somebody said
that's literally what I'm doing right now. Like that's kind of why I'm playing it again.
Somebody said, "Fuck the FF14 community." That's not what this award is about.
Yes, people don't understand. It's community support, you morons.
It's like game support. Like it's like updates.
And
community engagement.
Final Fantasy 14 has pretty good.
I was gonna say, isn't 14th like notoriously good?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but for this, I think because more so than any other game on here, Helldivers 2's community support, like the game needs it, and it's good. So it's like it needs, like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
bro, literally that feature where it's like, you know, where it's like, there's those missions you got to complete, and if you don't do it, like they, depending on if it's completed or not, it changes how the game continues. Like that's like a core thing about the game. Definitely.
There is a new mechanic in the game that recently come out for Helldivers where it is over the course of like a month, they were a series of missions to unlock a space station for everybody, and so the space station will give you extra like buffs if it's near a planet that you're on. But everybody who plays the game gets to vote on where the spaceship goes on the map. So like if the community votes it's going to be on this planet, then only that, you know what I mean? Like that section gets the buff.
Yeah, I should have voted for fucking Helldivers.
Like it's so, like I just like I'm not saying that Baldur's Gate doesn't have good community support. I'm saying Helldivers 2 is a game that is predicated on it has to be good.
That's my argument for why Silent Hill 2 should win Best Audio Design.
Yes, because it has to be good.
Yeah,
yes.
Exactly.
Yes, it's a horror game. I agree. Family game, Roger.
Family game. We got Astrobot, Princess Peach Showtime, Super Mario Party Jamboree, Echoes of Wisdom, and Plucky Squire. This seems like a no-brainer for Astrobot this year.
Oh, I was gonna say Super Mario Party.
I think Super Mario Party actually has a chance to win Best Multiplayer, weirdly enough.
Cap.
I could see a world in which it could win that one, but I don't see a world in which it wins Best Party game.
I voted Mario Party here because of the literal definition of the award.
Well,
Right.
this be one of the first years where Nintendo does not win this award.
That would be shocking, but it's very likely this year that that's the case.
It's really bothering me that they left an extra spot on the list.
Yeah, they just fucked up.
Oh yeah, they did on the Polygon thing. They just left the spot, but no, there's only meant to be 5. Let's see. Best Sim / strategy game. This is the Unicorn Overlord one.
Since 2.
Yeah, I voted Unicorn Overlord.
Yeah, this is Unicorn Overlord for sure. Best sports and racing is probably going to be NBA. What's after
Hell
that?
no. Hell no, it's not.
I'm so
what are you
mad.
What are you going to
so
say it's
mad
going to
about
be?
the Sim.
It's WWE 2K24.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
WWE.
okay. Oh, it's WWE. Okay,
NBA
cool.
2K has done so much to ruin 2K that it's not even a fucking NBA game anymore.
That doesn't make any sense.
All right. Good to know.
It is actually, unironically, probably actually going to be WWE 2K24, and I think that's going to be the first time they're ever going to win anything.
Bro, Roger, NBA 2K is like adding more support for fucking Mario Kart and Rocket League than for their fucking basketball game.
How does that even work?
They, instead of working on the things that the community is complaining about in terms of the like basketball gameplay and like mechanics and all of that,
Yeah.
they're like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if you could play go-kart racing in the main hub area?
What?
Wouldn't it be
They
cool
have
if you could play
go-kart racing
Rocket
in NBA?
Yes.
Why?
Because they don't give a fuck anymore. They make so much money, they don't care.
Oh.
Been there, brother.
I hope they lose then.
VR.
VR, Batman probably.
Batman.
I don't know. These other ones don't
Only
even
one
matter.
I've heard anything about.
Esports, Counter-Strike, Dota, League, Mobile Legends, and Valorant.
League.
League's probably going.
There you go, League. Okay, best esports athlete. This is going to be
Wait,
Faker.
no, Roger, that's not what it says.
Best esports athlete.
No, that's not what it says. I know that's what it looks like. That's not what it says. This is the Faker Award.
Oh, that's what I just said. I said Faker's going to win.
Yeah, no. This is the award that they literally are making for Faker. Like,
I gotcha. And then finally,
every year.
best esports team
Worlds
is
or T1.
Billy, Genji, Navi, T1, and Team Liquid.
T1.
That's also the Faker Award.
The Faker Award Part 2.
I
that's
mean,
it.
yeah, it's gonna go to T1, but like if this was a non-rigged and like
rigged, T1 just has a huge fan base.
no, I know,
And-
but that award exists to give it to T1. Like we're like let's not be like pretend, but like in a
We can
world
pretend
where
that Jeff Keighley actually cares about esports.
in a
I mean,
world where
okay,
this was
so-
like a real vote and like the context of everything matters, like Team Liquid winning TI this year is
Yeah.
actually massive as far as
I
like
agree.
esports storylines go.
What? So why? Curiously, what did they do?
So TI is notorious, less so in the past 2 years because Valve kind of changed the structure, but TI was infamous for being like the highest prize pool tournament of all time for like a decade running because most of the prize pool came from the community putting money into it. I think the largest TI capped out at like 43 million total prize pool for the teams that were like distributed like across them. And Team Liquid notoriously came second place multiple times in TI, and they kept a lot of their roster the same throughout all of that. And then this year they finally won. In an
that's a
event
very
that
similar
only one team
story
has
to
ever
the-
won
to
TI
T1, right?
twice.
Yeah, but T1's it's not as like
Oh, 2 now, right?
the Liquid struggled way more than
Why
T1. Like
No,
T1's
no, I'm
still-
saying like it's like a similar like. In
it
terms
is
of,
similar, but T1 or Liquid is way more grand.
Yeah,
Like
no, I
it
can see
feels
that.
more impactful.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh, Team Liquid did win twice.
This one is for
Yeah,
the
they're their
fans.
old roster way back.
Well, that's the Game Awards.
Yeah, that's it. I don't think there's anything else to cover for that.
Well, I want to say one thing with the esports one.
Yeah.
Because they do have it every year, but they always stick it in the front, so you just go through it real fast. But it tends to be whatever esports tournament that happened that year that had the biggest turnout or big thing happen is the thing that wins, like all those collectively. Because I know Valorant and then the Valorant team of that year won it one year over League, and then I think Dota, I'm pretty sure won one time as well. So it's always like, I get it that for sure T1's winning all those, but I just want to say like that award to me doesn't really feel like oh it's just here for T1 because like every year it's like whatever the biggest story was esports wise wins all those awards.
That's arguable. I feel like because last year at World, did League win that last year?
No.
Yeah, so League, like the big thing was T1 winning finally, right? So like after
yeah,
their
but
loss,
another thing happened in another game. That's why they didn't win because I'm pretty sure those year.
Oh, but what game was it? Was it Valorant?
I think it was Valorant. Yeah.
I'd argue that Valorant's not as popular as League and that making waves unless you follow esports like that.
Yeah, that's what I mean though. But it was like the storyline of what happened in Valorant was like a big thing. But that's all I'm saying. I just don't because like otherwise League's gonna win every single time, but League doesn't win every single time.
Because they can't give it to League every single time because then everyone will know it's rigged.
Like Evo won one year because a big thing happened at Evo. And the person that won Evo won best esports player.
I think if TI.
To be fair, I think League is the only esport that can rival like actual sports on the term of production and viewership.
I think if TI was still doing the battle pass, and it had its usual showstopper prize pool, and Team Liquid won this year, it would have had a chance.
Oh, they don't do the battle pass anymore?
It's different now.
How do you give money?
Gabe said, "Fuck it."
Do you remember way back, like when they first started doing it, they had the compendium where like you could do like player voting and they had like bingo stuff. It's just like the mini game activities. There's no fucking $600 skins or any shit like that anymore.
Oh, I mean, I guess that's good.
It's like for the game health because what Valve said about it was that it ended up that they were prioritizing a lot of content for that battle pass. Like it just kind of became this like one huge blowout content thing for the year, instead of being able to kind of like do stuff throughout the year that wasn't going to be like TI battle pass content. So like they've done like these cool updates to like the profiles where like you can place like hero models and like stickers and stuff on your profile now. It's like GeoCity shit. It's actually really cool. They've done a bunch of other just various updates to the game throughout the year, and they've attributed that to the fact that they aren't just like throwing all of their resources at making a fuck ton of content for the TI battle pass. The trade-off here is that the total prize pools for TI, when they do the battle pass, 25% of what players spend goes to the prize pool. So Valve gets 3 times as much as what goes in, and the prize pool starts at 1.6 million. The TI prize pools over the years, starting from the year they first started doing this, was 2.8 mil, 10, 18, 20, 24, 25, 34, 40, then 18 million, and then when they stopped doing the TI battle passes, dropped down to 3 million and then 2 million. So like they're not getting these huge 30 million, 40 million prize pools anymore because they stopped doing that. And so it's less of a spotlight event for the game now, I think. Because that was kind of the thing that put it in the narrative as far as like the internet went every year. It's just like, oh my God, there's this video game tournament for $40 million. And now they don't have that anymore. Now it's just a big tournament.
All right. There's your history lesson, folks. I feel like I learned
something. This is the
something.
longest episode of all time.
And I hope you guys have learned something on today's show. We went over a lot of things, talked about a bunch of stuff.
Right,
I think we're just going to bypass
let's
I was going to say we're going to bypass the rumors. Oh yeah, we could do that if you want to.
There's a short one too.
No, I was bluffing.
Okay, so Tito, since Coast doesn't have the game show this week, Tito, what is your hypothetical this week?
All right, time for Japan Time presents Hear Me Out. Okay, here we go. It's a short one. Okay, where is it? Fuck, I just had it. Where is it? Because I had to move shit. Oh, here it is. Okay. So, here is the scenario. What? You are walking home one day from your job or whatever it is, or you're walking from, and you get home to your favorite meal and you sit down to watch your favorite episode of Japan Time. I don't know why you're watching this, but you are.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
It's fine.
Suddenly, a blue translucent spirit appears before you, claiming to be a genie. The genie will interact. It begins to explain to you that they will grant you one wish, whatever wish you want, no restrictions, as long as you word it with whatever intent that you want. So it will not monkey's paw you, okay? It will grant the wish based off your intent. So your wording can be whatever, but it will kind of get the spirit of your wish. So don't have to worry. Basically you don't have to worry about monkey's pawing. The caveat, or not even the situation, not even caveat, but the situation is, he also explains to you that every other human being that is able to communicate also has a genie at this very moment. You all have 5 minutes to ask for your wish. Everybody else has a genie. What do you wish for? You have 5 minutes.
I'm ready.
Like, not 5 minutes in real time, but like, you don't like not
I'm ready.
right now, but like he gives you
I'm
5
ready.
minutes to think about it.
War Champ is ready? You're ready already.
I have my wish.
Okay, War Champ, what do you wish for?
I wish for Ricky's socks to be wet for the rest of his life.
Oh, I knew this was.
You are so petty.
I did absolutely. I greeted you when you got in here. That was the first thing I did, War Champ. The animosity between us should have already died down.
Check the tapes.
Huh?
Check the tapes.
The tapes. He did say that. To be fair, he said hello to you.
I said, yeah. I said, War Champ, you bitch.
Oh wait, also,
you mother.
I did remember the prompt because I couldn't actually find it, but the actual prompt says you were sitting down watching the latest episode of Aruma-kun, Welcome to Demon School, which is important.
Okay.
You should.
Which I will be watching at some point. Yeah,
Thank
correct.
you. Okay. Anyway, but yes, you have 5 minutes to wish for whatever it is that you would like, but keeping in mind that every other person who is able to communicate, so this includes children,
can also wish.
Can also has one wish.
I think this is pretty easy.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Do I get to so in this? Am I like wishing before everyone?
No. They are telling you that everybody basically think about that. Everyone gets a genie right now.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
you're all being explained simultaneously.
Okay, I wish that wishes don't exist.
I would wish to nullify
That is a hater. That is a hater move.
No, it's not. Because the point is, Tito is saying that literally every person in the world, so people could wish for some crazy things, just ends the world. So yeah, I would wish to.
So this is actually how I get around that. I would wish that anyone's wish that would harm me does not come true. So that only beneficial wishes of other people would help me.
I wish
And they
to
get whatever
negate
they want.
Roger's wish.
Your whole
you can't do
family,
that.
your loved ones, your friends.
Okay, I wish.
But my family, loved ones, and friends would not do anything that wouldn't be to my
I have the
benefit.
best
So I don't.
Yeah,
care.
no, but I'm
No,
saying
Zeph is
someone could
saying
just be
they
like,
could be targeted. They could just not
I
target
wish to
you,
open
so
up
they can target
a
people.
portal
No, but
underneath.
no, because that would still negatively affect me. So no, they can't be targeted. Because
I
if anything
reverse
bad
those
happened to my
wishes.
parents, or if anything bad
I said
happened to
hurt
you
you.
guys, my
Hey,
friends
listen,
or family,
listen
that
here.
would be against it.
I have the best wish depending on one stipulation. So I need a clarification.
Sure.
Is the only thing that other people have wishes?
So the situation is they are presenting you with a wish. They will grant your wish in the spirit of your wish. So you don't have to worry about being monkey's pawed. They're just informing you that as they're explaining to you, every other person who is currently capable of communicating
That's the only
in
thing.
the world.
It's just
that is
people
the only
yes.
rule.
Okay, then I'm
Right.
wishing for a million wishes.
But
Sure.
What? But other people
Okay.
would do that though.
okay.
Listen, it doesn't matter.
Is there-
because the order of events that just happened here is Ricky got wet socks, and then Zeph destroyed everybody else's wishes. So all that is going to happen from this scenario is Ricky has wet socks for the rest of his life.
That's not how it works. I'm assuming
no,
the
we're
wishes
talking about the
happen at the
priority.
same time.
Everybody in the world would have.
who gets priority?
I
Is it
was
Zeph's
pissed.
wish to stop all wishes so
No, it's order.
War Champ's stupid
No,
wish doesn't
so-
happen?
It's being explained
Or-
at the exact same time. My wish went off. Zeph's
It
went
is
with
not
wish went
ordered.
off.
They are
Okay,
not
but
ordered.
also the way that my wish is worded, I said I wish they don't exist. So if you wish something before that, it's gone now.
No, mine already happened.
Yeah, but I said I wish wishes don't exist. So every time
So
there
it
was a
never
wish
happened.
in history, no, there was never a wish.
Even wishes unrelated to this wish. If
future
someone
wishes.
wished something in the past for it to happen, it would not exist anymore.
The spirit of the wish thing is a little too powerful. Tito.
But that's why I
to
would
be
say
nerfed.
that's
Okay,
why
so-
I would
so
vote
allow
for
me to-
only the wishes that would be beneficial to me would be the ones that would be granted. That seems right.
Let me clarify, and by
I wish this
clarify,
podcast would wrap up.
yeah, I was about to say. So the reason why I use this particular prompt is because this is actually the premise of what I read this week, which is a short comic book series called 8 Billion Wishes. And the first page is a bartender getting his wish, and his wish is that no wishes affect his bar or anything in it.
Oh, well, there you go then. Okay, so it's like, yeah.
And so the story takes
Roger's
place.
original.
And so
I never even heard of this before. I clearly made the right choice, though. I made the canon correct choice.
I mean, yeah. I was trying to see how many of y'all got that. So
wow,
it's there. It's available for you guys. If you guys it's actually really good. It's a short read. It's only 8 issues. It's called 8 Billion Genies.
Guess I win again then. That's great.
I mean, it's the obvious answer if you're presented this scenario of just like, yeah, everyone in the world is getting a wish right now. Like, what do you do? That doesn't
protect
affect
myself.
Me. Yeah,
right, exactly. That's what I would
get me
do.
the fuck out. Like,
first thing, you got to protect your bag.
There's pages of people like a dad being like, I wish that none of my children's wishes come true unless they are approved by me.
That's good. That's good.
Is everybody being kind of like fake? Why is nobody doing the obvious thing like wishing for a bigger?
I'm wishing up for oiled up Sydney Sweeney.
Because like
you got
in
a
my
small
mind,
Ricky, you got something you want to tell us? Are you unhappy?
The main stipulation here is that everyone in the world gets
why
wishes.
Why would you waste your wish on that? Unless you were unsatisfied.
Everyone is making wishes. Someone's going to do something that's going to kill a lot of people. So I would rather just wish to make the situation.
That's not
end.
Well, who cares if it's not me and people that I love? Then protect yourself. Protect your own peace.
I
if
am
everyone else
protecting
wants
myself.
to, right? But
I'm most certainly protecting myself.
But I'm saying if you are just protecting yourself, who cares what everybody? If everyone else wishes that everybody else dies, great. There's more for me. Great,
Ricky.
That's fine.
Okay, but what if someone's wish was to blow the planet up? You're just gonna exist in space?
Well, no, it wouldn't affect me. It wouldn't. That's the whole thing.
No,
If
yeah.
you were to blow the planet
Yeah,
up, that
the
wouldn't be
planet will
beneficial
blow up
toward me,
and
so it wouldn't happen.
You will die eventually.
No,
Roger's gonna exist in like an alternate timeline that where like the rest of his existence and everything he interacts with is just like untouched by wishes. Like,
I'd be chilling, man.
That's the spirit of the wish. Ricky,
That's how it works.
Your question is why no one is using their wish to request like their deepest held desires.
I said
no. Well, no. Just it's a basic.
I just think it would be really funny if everyone lost their genie immediately.
Zeph, you know what? I agree with you. It is funny. It is very funny.
Yeah.
If everyone just lost it,
like the genie pops up and says, "Yo, I give you 3 wit," and he's gone.
and it's cool.
So this isn't even a spoiler because I doubt anybody's gonna read this comic book.
Yeah.
But the way the witches work in the comic is that or not even the way the witches work, where it's like they get like a condition, like basically analysis by paralysis, by basically they wait too long to wish, so they're always trying to come up with the perfect wish, so they actually can never really wish. Because they're too indecisive. Because like the stress of fucking up your one wish is like overwhelming for people, so they just walk around with genies.
I wish Shofu would drop that cipher.
I wish he would drop the cipher too. When is that?
It's coming out in November. We have an exact date now. Shofu, you want to tell the people? I know you already made the announcement, but you can announce it here again.
Why am I being
for people who didn't
like
know? But you are insulted. What do you mean? We're saying we're proud of you. You have a cipher date.
That's not
you announced it.
I wanted to say something about that.
No, are you serious or no?
Yeah, no, I'm being serious. He literally announced the date.
So there's something really important about this. So when I went to the hospital 2 days ago, they had to like restart my heart, right?
What?
Holy shit! Wait, what? Really?
So that means I died and came back to life before the cipher came out.
Holy shit!
Damn.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Oh man.
And you know, when the cipher drops, it's gonna happen again.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh my god.
Are you
It was because the heartbeat wasn't regulating, so they're like bet, and then they
so they had to just like restart it.
Computered me.
You had like an
Crazy.
arrhythmia or something.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's scary stuff. Well, we're happy you're still here. We're happy you're around Beyond Japan time and listen to that cipher when it drops in November. That's going to be great. And you know what? We're happy all of you are here.
Left, bro.
When's it coming out? It's the 29th, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Soon, yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Wait, that's this week. What the fuck?
I know. That's why I was
Yeah,
showing it to him because it's going to be out by the time we do the next show. Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh, I'm reacting to it. I'm doing that. I'm doing that. That's
when's
crazy.
the Japan time early viewing?
But right now, we can watch it right now. In fact, all of you watching the stream right now, we're going to be seeing a sneak peek of the cipher. In fact, you heard a little bit of it earlier.
I got you guys.
But now we're going to play.
Let's go.
Ready? Let's go. Here we go.
Hold on. Let's go.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Oh no!
Hold on to your pants, folks. Here it
Oh
comes.
no!
CTC's verse, the long-awaited CTC verse. Here it comes.
Is it true you got Ice Spice?
Yeah, all that. Let me pull it up right now. Hold on.
Body stiff like I'm introducing Medusa to you.
I mean, I heard a lot of it on Tokens YouTube, but you know, maybe there's some things I haven't already heard.
I didn't even actually.
Ricky.
To be fair, you can still hear it on Tokens
Leave my
YouTube.
man's alone, bro.
I don't think it's been removed. I think you can still find it.
That's crazy.
Oh shit!
Hope you guys are excited to hear this preview though, because it's happening right now.
Oh yeah.
Don't go anywhere.
Let me pull it up.
Don't go anywhere.
Mid pulling up, he forgot. Oh my gosh! Okay, hold on.
I'm trying to pull up Tokens vlog.
You're actually gonna play.
All right, I'm playing it.
Put it in the Discord.
All right, everybody, shut up. Everybody, shut up.
We're gonna get like 2 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah. This song's fire.
Woo!
Look at me and tell me the truth. What do you do?
This is Ricky's favorite verse. He told me.
Gosh,
It is such a good verse though.
gosh, it's so good. This is your best work yet.
I feel like I'm gonna get arrested.
I have a really big heart. Don't get me
Hold on, I'm
wrong.
not even.
I know that I'm hot, but texting perfection really takes
Holy
a lot.
shit! Pokemon Cypher 2024, bro. That shit crazy as hell, boy.
My bitch is gay.
Oh shit!
How can I be
Oh, shit,
homophobic?
he wasn't ready.
Well, I understand why it took so long now. That was worth it.
I don't
Yeah.
think you do, my brother. I don't think you do.
Well, we got this moment. Yeah, would you? Is there any part of that you'd like to like explain to people? You know,
Nah, bro.
process.
Any part of that video we just
I
watched?
think it was
Why
pretty
would-
No,
self-explanatory.
What is it?
Roger, what's the
Explain.
fucking video, dude? Like what?
Look, man, just too many things went wrong, bro. At the same time, man. That's all. I will not elaborate, but
All right.
No
That's
elaboration.
Save
Oh,
that.
Ice
Wait,
Spice
it's
is
not
not
documentary, bro.
I can elaborate.
Are you gonna?
Yeah, I will. I will. So here's the truth. Here's the honest truth. I submitted a verse for this year's Cypher. I submitted a verse. And to be quite frank, it was not my best work. But the problem was my verse was inextricably bound with the cipher that they created. It was basically in between every other verse. And when they realized, look, this is not it, right? They had to completely redo the cipher because of how bad my verse was. And I said, Shofu, I am so sorry that I ruined this thing that's so important to you. You took all these people's money and I ruined it. And how do I fix it? And Shofu said, here's what you're going to do. For me, for free, you're going to host the cipher update video and you're going to announce that this cipher is going to be coming out in October. And you're going to announce it publicly using your face. And then I'm not going to release the cipher in October. I said, bet. So I recorded that, did the cipher update, knowing full well that video wasn't going to come out in October, that it was going to come out in November anyway. And I lied to all the people. And I
always
lied.
got to make it about himself.
yeah.
That's what I did.
That's a
I
lot.
know.
So Roger, your verse was in heat, so you took the heat.
I did. I did.
what actually
yeah. And that's not as good as
that was a bar.
yeah.
What actually happened is we entered like, obviously since CTC fucking recorded his shit so late, what's it called? We just entered the feedback phase way too late. Like the shit I was seeing and the shit that needed to be fixed, that period would have already passed had we had his verse earlier. You feel me? So
Correct.
Hey, next
But
time
again,
someone's
clarify.
next time someone's
Clarify
late.
for people.
No. Next time someone's late.
He did say. He did say whose fault it was. You did say.
Everybody knows already.
Everybody knows.
Yeah, everyone knew. All I'm saying is, all you got to do is don't let them unionize and say, "Yo, we got AI."
There won't be any AI.
You have no idea how close we were.
I'm joking. That's insane. That's fucking insane.
Oh yeah, it's insane, already.
No, and here's the thing: we all know whose fault it is.
The
that's
Lex
so late.
Shuffle was willing to go, bro. The
No,
Lex
we all-
Shuffle was willing to go.
Ricky, we all know whose
Bro,
fault it
niggas
was,
don't even
and yet
understand
those
what the fuck
idiots
I've been through over this. They mad at me like it's my fucking fault.
Bro, what are they gonna do, Shofu?
I
What are
admit
they-
that
they're
I was
gonna
not
get
as
in the
transparent
comments-
as I could have been, but I could not have predicted these things to happen.
They're gonna get in the comments and be like,
The
"Yo,
only
CTC's
the
verse
worst
is
thing
so
you did
fucking
was you
good.
bought
Oh my
you spent some
God."
of the money to buy that Rolly. But outside of that, you were
What
generally
Rolly,
completely
bro?
innocent the entire. It's the Patek and the Rolly and like a couple of them trips to the Maldives.
Holy
You spent
shit.
a little bit of that money. That was misallocated, but everything else was above board.
I just want to know if Akon's on it, bro.
Akon could.
I mean, I will say, I took my cut to go see The Great Gatsby on Broadway. I did go do that, actually. That's not even a joke. I actually did do that.
Oh, I saw The Outsiders.
I didn't see The Outsiders yet, but I heard it's very good.
It is very good.
Yeah. But I only had enough for one Broadway ticket, and so I figured I'll use my
Somebody
cipher
buy no
ticket on The
fucking
Great
Rolly,
Gatsby.
bro. Shut up down here.
I was joking.
No, you're not, Ricky. Speak your truth, bro. Speak your truth.
Therefore, he wasn't joking.
That boy got that Rolly, Oli, with a double.
Ricky, what was the name of the dude again that we went to high school with? What's his name again?
Oh,
Did you
no,
DM
we're
it to
not,
me?
No, we're not. We're not actually outing a murderer. Just end the show before this. Just end the show. We can
I'm
do
gonna
that.
pull
It's
up the
almost.
name real quick. I'll pull up the names. Give me
Oh
one
my
second. So again,
gosh,
because then you
bro.
guys can actually look for the
Crazy.
story.
Make Shofu whole.
ChatGPT
Buy
is
the
crazy.
things that will make him financially stable again. That's the way the episode should end.
He's financially stable now.
And so the cipher
he
coming
a
out on
broke
Friday. Cipher
You
coming
know
out
what I
on
know.
Friday, and I got a battle on Saturday. So you know what I'm
Fantastic.
saying? Like,
Fantastic.
Ooh.
I hope you win.
All I'm gonna say is that video comes up Friday. I'm watching it with Adblock.
Wow.
crazy.
All right.
But why?
Crazy.
You watched every video with that vlog?
That was wild.
That's crazy.
Don't even worry. He doesn't live far.
Oh shit.
I got a car. I'll grab you, Zeph.
What do you gain by
Tracy's coming for you, man. Tracy's coming for you.
You gain.
Don't do that, bro. You're so stupid.
It's not what I gain, bro. It's what I stand to lose.
Oh man.
Are we done now?
Is this show over?
Yeah.
It's done. We're done.
Yeah.
We're done.
We're done?
We're out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're done.
In the show. Yeah. And they can find
I'll
us.
say Ricky's real name right now, though. Ricky's real name.
No, well, hold on. Shofu for real, end this because he's like tweaking. He's ready to do it. He's crashing out over the Pokemon TCG.
Here we go. Are you ready? I'm ready.
He'll do it.
Actually, I'll do my poll right now. Let's see.
Actually,
I'll
no,
do my
Roger,
poll,
put it in chat.
TCG
Put it in
Master.
chat,
Let's
we'll all
see.
say it together.
Let's see. All right, here we go.
No.
It'll be so
Ricky's
funny. if you
real
do your
name
poll.
is none other.
Find Ricky Rodriguez, Elefante Cocaína, Cocaine the third. You got it. That's the name.
I hope you do your poll and you end up getting a god pack, so your entire argument is invalid.
Never mind.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's actually going to satiate him.
Never mind. I'm not gonna say nothing. Never mind. I caught myself.
The pullback on that was because Roger normally just goes. He's like,
No,
you
I
know-
couldn't. I couldn't.
No.
The thing came out of my mouth, and I realized, I'm talking to a friend of mine. I can't say that.
What came out?
Because I was gonna say something, and then I was like, no. But you're a friend. I would never want to wish this upon you. You know. You know what I would say though? This is the situation in which I think Thanos would have been correct. I think if you're somebody, because obviously he didn't have a guideline for the people he snapped, right? I think if you're somebody who goes to a musical, right? You go to a movie.
Oh, here we go.
You go to a movie musical, okay? And you sing, and it's not specifically designated as a sing-along movie musical, you deserve to be snapped. I wish nothing but the worst for you for the rest of your life. I hope everything bad happens to your friends and family, and you're the worst person on planet Earth. And those are the people, yes. And it's become a problem for Wicked, where people have literally gone and sang during the screenings. I truly wish nothing but the worst for you. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. And the things I want to say, I can't say, but I truly think you are some of the worst people on earth.
Eater kid problems are so
That sounds like
funny.
a very kind of like. It
It's
sounds
a
like
very
a very
specific problem.
specific. It
It
sounds like
is.
a very American, like specific American city problem.
Yeah, they clap
It
during
is
movies.
for sure. For sure. Oh, it's terrible. Yeah.
Like I could never imagine that.
These are
happening
white
here.
people, right?
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Probably. Yeah. I can't imagine.
Oh, I guess I could. Oh, I should have brought it up on the podcast. I guess. Fuck.
Yeah.
By the
still
next. Oh, okay. I guess we're not ending. Okay. By the next episode,
Yes.
I want to have the Japan Time Awards voting form
Great.
up. So if you have any
Ooh,
ideas of
let's
like
go.
what awards you would want to see in addition to what I have, then send
Right.
them in the comments and on my Twitter, whatever.
Worst breath.
Oh, and send your also. Well, yeah, that reminded me. Send your Pokemon cards in as well. Your Japan Time TCG ideas.
Yeah, it's not okay. So hopefully by next show we're ready to go with that. We're still finishing up some parts of that and finalizing like how we want to do it. But yeah, the TCG thing is coming along. It should be pretty cool. We have planned, and hope you guys
Shout
give
out
you more
War
time
Champ.
to plan
Shout out
stuff
War
out.
Champ.
Yeah, thanks.
We have another announcement. We have another announcement as well. I'm thinking about it. The Japan Time Podcast YouTube channel also now has a direct link to our store. So if you're listening to the show on YouTube and you look directly under the video, you'll notice a shelf with all of our merchandise available on spiffspace.com/JapanTime. All of it's available, and it auto updates if something is sold out, so you can get stuff directly on the YouTube channel now, which is really cool.
Thanks, Andrew. Raj, helping set that up.
You're very welcome. Shout out to Google helping us out. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, great.
No busy Bob Krusky.
Are we done?
Who's doing this? who's
Yo, fam.
Okay, so I'll update with the clocks. I've seen this asked a bit. Right now, there's not a plan to restock the clocks. That just has to be we have some other stuff going on. Like when they restocked, I can just tell you, 200 bags because bags were moving. So we're just
We've been
planning
selling.
to go through bags, hoodies, and shirts, and then from there we'll see. So there's no guarantee on the clocks right now.
Yes, sir. They'll be back at some point, I'm sure. People want them. They sell.
We ending this damn podcast. It's been
Yeah, we're
3
done.
hours.
We're done. That's a long ass show. All right. Good night, everybody. Take care. Stay safe. And we'll talk to you next week.
This shit look nasty as fuck.
Happy Thanksgiving. That's right. Happy Thanksgiving as well. Have a good Thanksgiving. Also, Shofu, what's the thing you tweet every year? Go ahead, Shofu. I'll let you close it out.
Turkey.
What's the thing you tweet out every year?
So turkey ain't even that good, man. It's not.